I'm falling to my knees, all for you. Breathtaking, oh so blind, I'll wait for you. All this time was always you. Oh so blind, I'll wait for you. All this time was always you. I've been here with you. The flowers round you start to bloom inside your eyes. We go down. I'm falling for you. We go down. Falling for you.
How late are we, James?
Super late.
I know. It's late in the game here. Got guests waiting on us and nerds waiting on us. And by us, I mean me. Nerds, those of you who are waiting on us right here, I apologize that my job had me working 2 hours away. But I'm here. We're here. That being said, let's start the show.
Distance Nerding.
Chris, why are you hiding?
I'm not hiding.
Why
I'm blocked.
hiding behind the back?
I'm just conveniently blocked. You're censoring me already.
The best part is that all of our audio listeners have no idea what's happening.
No idea.
That's why you got to hop on the video.
What? What the hell do you mean? I hear him just fine.
What are you talking about, young Phil?
Nonsense as usual.
What's up, everybody? How are you?
What's
Ladies
up?
and gentlemen, everybody out there, you are now watching Distance Nerding.
Ooh, we got to do this in some kind of right order.
Yep.
He's Cam Smith.
He's Chris.
He's young Phil.
And he's the
And
John.
we're Oh, and that's right. And we're here to nerd together. It's too many people. I don't know what's happening.
He's not on the show anymore. That's what it is.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm done.
At least I wasn't late. What's up, Steve?
We'll do it
How
live.
are you, good sir?
F it. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
I'm sorry. Hold on. This is an NSFW show. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Hey, easy. We are talking about anything pop culture, movies, food, music, wrestling, Stranger Things, Emmys, San Diego Comic-Con, Emmy snubs, whatever you're nerding out on, we want to talk about it.
Guys, you got to follow us on all of the socials that exist, like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Linktree, all at Distance Nerding. How we doing, guys?
All right.
Awesome.
Right. Chris Neal, you're back. Cam Smith, you're back. How we got Cam the DM? I'm digging that.
Yes.
Are you a dungeon master, in fact?
I am not quite yet. I just barely started doing D&D.
You play one on TV?
What
My
what-
first game of D&D was over the Memorial Weekend.
Oh, really? You're like that new. You're like new.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What class and what race did you pick?
I was a bard, and I don't remember my class.
Ah, Bard. Okay. I am a half-orc paladin.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You want a cookie? You want some kind
I
of
do.
ogre cookie or
Not an ogre. I'm an orc.
orc?
Completely
Excuse
different,
me.
way more violent.
Excuse me, sir.
Well, anyways, guys, this week on deck, we've got the download.
Is there room in the MCU for a scruffy looking nerf herder?
Ooh, I'm interested in that. Starting rumors.
Uh-oh.
Is Kate Bishop targeting to appear on another MCU show?
And the breakdown.
Stranger Things Season 4, Volume 2. We're going back to the upside down, and some of us aren't going to make it back.
That sounds very ominous.
Ominous.
Cheers.
Ominous, yeah. Well, guys, before we get too crazy into things, but first, let me get a shout out.
Shout out to Poddex. In fact, this episode is brought to you by Poddex. Poddex is a unique interview, question, episode starting prompt in the palm of your mano. So whether you are a new podcaster, an existing broadcaster looking to grow your audience, or get more engagement, you're going to want to check out Poddex. If you're going to be doing Comic-Con interviews like we do, get yourself some Poddex, get yourself some fun questions to ask celebrities and guests and panels and have a good time. Use code NERDING10, NERDING10 for 10% off your purchase of the decks, off the subscription to the app, which is like $40 for the entire year, or get yourself some merch, whether it's a hat or shirts or what is it, phone case stuff. There you go. Poddex.
That Podcaster Supreme shirt that I wear every now and then. I really love that shirt.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah, that's all thanks to you, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
So that being said, if Poddex powers the stream, then we may ask what powers young Phil, and that is Dubby. Wait a minute. Dubby is an emerging brand of energy drinks created to help concentration, focus, reaction time with no jitters or crash. Dubby contains no maltodextrin, no sugars, no fillers, no artificial colors or dyes. Guys, find out more about Dubby at www.dubby.gg and use the code nerding10 to get 10% off of your purchases at checkout. Now, guys, there are 5 delicious flavors. You got Dub Sludge, you got Galaxy Grenade, you've got Beach and Peach, you've got the Passion Joy Tea, you've got the Dragonade. All of the deliciousness, all of the goods that keep young Phil alive and moving and just insanity. Yes, it's all the insanity that is me. That being said, I've got my cup. And I'm going to mix some flavors tonight. I'm going to go Dragonade as my first flavor right there.
Gonna go a little crazy, huh?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Dragonade is my favorite, so that's pretty much the one that I always throw in here.
While you're mixing, do you want me to do we can talk some Metal Arc? We can talk some...
Are we...
We can talk some... Good Lord, you're loud.
Oh, yeah. By the way, I'm mixing the Dragonade with Beach and Peach tonight.
Ooh.
Give me some crazy flavors here. So you guys see the Beach and Peach right here. Sorry.
Very cool.
Feeling all tropical. I think.
Oh, yeah.
young
I'm
Phil
always
should be
feeling
on a
tropical.
beach.
I'm always feeling tropical. I'm a very tropical person.
I'm a very tropical person. I don't know what that means.
It sounds like something that should be on the T-shirt and
Yeah.
maybe in the future.
That's it. I'm a very tropical person.
I'm a very tropical person. And I brought back the fizziness.
You were drinking it without it?
I've been drinking it without the fizz.
You're weird.
Regular water.
They should make a Stranger Things flavor.
The upside down.
I mean, we're still trying.
Yeah.
We're still trying to work on a Jawa flavor. So I mean,
Give it time. Give it time.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
UTD punch.
this past weekend, we did a little roadie trip. We were in Grants Pass, Oregon. Shout out to everybody who attended Metal Lark Comic Con in Grants Pass, Oregon. It was so much fun. So much fun.
Oh, dude, we had a blast. It was so much fun.
Got to hang out with so many cool friends. Shout out to Tyler, our buddy Tyler, who's holding down the fort at the Distance Nerding booth. Said he talked to a ton of people. Got to hang out with C. Andrew Nelson. That was really cool. It's like, oh, what am I going to do for the day sitting at a booth? I'm just going to talk to Darth Vader next to me for a couple hours. So that's really cool. He gave away tons of stickers. So shout out to everybody who picked up a sticker and, first time listening to Distance Nerding or watching Distance Nerding. Shout out to everybody in Oregon. We met a ton of people. Like, shout out to Nancy Joe. She was front row at all the panels, giving us all kinds of energy. So much fun. It was so cool watching.
Nancy Joe, the mom, was she the mom?
Yeah,
she was hella cool. I loved her.
Yeah. So it was super cool. Met so many friends. C. Andrew Nelson was there. Ellen Fernandez. We did a Star Wars panel, and that was really fun. Jordan Redmond from Hocus Pocus was there, and that was super fun too. And she's like a Grants Pass local now, so it's like they had their own Hollywood celebrity, like as their neighbor. So it's fun to get her up on stage and talk to her impromptu about being, meeting Bette Midler, meeting Sarah Jessica Parker, being in a Hollywood film. So that's pretty cool. One of the coolest dudes I've ever met, Brian A. Prince.
Oh yeah.
Who was the Predator. He was in Black Panther. He was in Captain America Civil War. So cool. What a cool dude. And he's also like the tallest parkour athlete out there.
Yeah, he holds the record at 6'10".
Yeah,
Oh,
it's nuts.
jeez.
Yeah.
He's just jumping around like it's crazy. It's nuts.
Just think about like a dude doing backflips and jumping over like railings and stuff. I mean, technically he can step over a railing, but I mean, like, you know, he's
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
he's just like
He can-
jumping over stuff and like doing backflips and stuff. And it's
he
like,
can
yeah,
skip.
that
He
and
can
armor.
skip over a railing.
Yeah.
I have to use all my limbs. He can skip over a railing. Who else do we have meet? Oh, Chris Marinan was super cool. Comic book artist. He's worked for Image Comics, Dark Horse Comics, DC
Marvel,
Comics,
DC.
Marvel Comics. So it was super cool to talk to him. He's actually doing a collaboration with friend of the show, Brandon McKinney. So we're
Yep.
excited to hear more about that in the next few weeks, I believe now. So that'll be fun. And then
Floydman Sumner.
yeah, Floyd Sumner and Brandon Schneider, Garbage Pail Kid artists. We got to talk to them, and that was so much fun.
Now, Cam, I'm not expecting you to know Garbage Pail Kids.
I know
That's
Garbage Pail Kid.
way after you. But Chris, if you don't know Garbage Pail Kids, did you really grow up in the 80s?
Man, I not only do I know him, I saw the movie. So
Oh God, we talked about that in the interview and just like how terrible that movie was.
it was so bad, but it's like one of those so bad it's good movies. Like I remember watching it multiple times.
I brought up in the interview, which at some point in the future you guys will be able to hear, but I brought up in the interview that Garbage Pail Kids, like we were talking about Cabbage Patch Kids versus Garbage Pail Kids. And it was like, yeah, did Cabbage Patch Kids have their own cartoon? Did Cabbage Patch Kids have their own movie? No, I don't think so. So Garbage Pail Kids win.
It's so interesting how they've outlasted they've outlasted Cabbage Patch Kids.
Yeah.
But it was so cool. So cool hanging out with them. How cool is that we got to talk to like Garbage Pail Kid artists? And what was awesome, like as we were talking to them, Floyd was doing an atom bomb like sketch as we were talking about it. And then at the end, he's like, anybody want to check this out? This is my version of atom bomb. We're like, oh, that's amazing. So cool how he was just like, oh, let me talk and do an atom bomb drawing right there while we were doing it. So super cool. Tons of amazing vendors, tons of cool artists. It was awesome. Shout out to Dave and Marina and Lynn from Colossus Girl Entertainment. Again, another great show. It was amazing.
Shout out to Cosplay Me, who Cosplay Me, who plays Metal Lark.
Yeah, she was actually really cool.
Mhm.
Really cool. I really like working with all the Colossus Girl people. They're amazing. So we do have another show coming up. We may be attending a couple shows. We'll talk about that soon. But our next show that we're hosting is California Republic Comic-Con. So September 25th, Placerville. The first time in Placerville, California. California Republic Comic-Con, September 25th. Gonna be awesome. Come hang out.
Absolutely. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna be interviewing some celebrities at that show, but then also I may be debuting a new version of Unipool. So
Ooh.
keep an eye out for that.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Speaking
Oh
of Unipool,
my.
is he going to make an appearance at Gem State next year?
Oh, he's gonna be at Gem State. That's for sure. He's gonna be at Gem State. He existed, but he wasn't fully formed by Gem State, and he is now a staple. So he will be there.
Alrighty, can't wait to see him.
Very cool. Shout out to Darren. Let's create 08 in the chat. He's dropping by to say hi. Did we get a new font?
Kind of. Yeah, I changed a couple of things on the
Look
background.
at you updating the fonts without my approval, but okay. I guess we're doing that. No, looks good. Looks good. Just teasing. Oh, speaking of Metal Art Comic Con,
There she is.
did you
How's
hear
it going, Nancy Joe?
Were your ears burning?
Yeah, she heard us.
We were just saying hi and talking about Metal Art Comic Con. It was amazing. Thank you so much for having so much fun. I hope you had fun. I loved your energy during the show. It was awesome.
Yeah, no, she fed me, and I fed everyone else, and we were just feeding off of each other. So it was great.
And shout out to Shayla, her daughter. That was awesome too. You know, she was in the cosplay contest. She was in the lip sync contest. She was right there front row as well, having a great old time. It was cool, super cool, super cool. She sang with us on stage in between panels. That was great.
I'm laughing because in the chat, Nancy Joe is starting up the Phil chat. Phil chat.
You guys have a karaoke in between?
Normally we have like we just talk to people, maybe give stuff away, and we just decided to do a little bit of karaoke.
Speaking of giveaways from Distance Nerding, I got
there you go.
I got this pop from them at Gym Steak.
Perfect.
That's the Mickey one, right?
Yep.
See how that works out?
He totally won that pop.
Yeah. Shayla won a pop too.
Oh, she did. Yes, she did. She won the one she wanted too.
That was awesome. Okay, where are we? Jumping back. I think we need to get into it.
I think it is. Guys, I think it's time for the download.
All right, y'all, make sure to check out the Distance Nerdington post on Facebook for all the news, all the trailers, all the reactions, everything that Cam wants to post is going to be in
everything that Cam does post.
In the Distance Nerdington post. No, it's super awesome because I get stuck at work and then I'm like, I don't know, I haven't checked news for like 3-4 hours. I'll look and Cam's got it all listed. So shout out to Cam, much appreciated, buddy.
Yeah,
I actually posted like just briefly before the show.
Yeah, exactly.
We pretty much don't have to do our job anymore. Like Cam,
I was about to say Cam does it. I wait for his. I was like, Cam's got it.
It's not news until Cam posts it. That's what it is.
I don't believe it unless he posts it.
Yeah, I've got a few articles to post about Stranger Things later tonight.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So after this, since we're gonna spoil Stranger Things, we can post more articles. But okay. Are we ready to get into this? Sorry.
Yeah, man. I'm ready here. Ladies and gentlemen, for those that are watching the show right now, I didn't have time to do my little headlines at the bottom, so apologize for that.
Do it on the fly. Don't you got to fake it till you make it.
Yeah, come on.
You don't tell them what's wrong.
Do it live.
You didn't tell anybody. You didn't brush your teeth this morning, so I mean, don't tell anybody. Oops. Awkward. Okay,
legal terms, I think we find that out through Discovery.
There you go. All right, we're gonna start things off with some slightly sad news. Legendary actor James Caan has passed away. Super sad. Buddy's dad from Elf. He passed away. Super sad.
Yeah, that's right. He was Buddy's dad.
Yeah, exactly. So Caan starred in films like Stephen King's Misery. Dude, Misery. Oh my god.
Misery.
The original ankle breaker. The Godfather. Elf, The Gambler, Thief. Many shows and films more. He found fame. Mickey Blue Eyes. Dude, see? That's what I'm talking about. He found fame playing Chicago Bears halfback Brian Piccolo in the 1971 TV movie Brian's Song.
It's kind of a big deal. It's funny. You guys have heard the stories about James Caan on set at Elf, right?
Mm-hmm.
About how he was kind of like a curmudgeon and he took everything really seriously the entire time. And he intimidated everybody on set. And Will Ferrell was just like, my goal is to make him laugh. I'm going to make him laugh.
And he did.
I think eventually by the end of the shoot, he ended up getting
got it. So super sad. He passed away. I don't know how he passed away, but James Caan was 82 years old. Okay.
R.I.P., sir.
R.I.P.
Sad.
It really pisses me off to no end.
All right, moving on. Captain America 4 will be on your left since announcing a new director.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. So, series creator and showrunner Malcolm Spellman will be developing the film, and it's just being announced that Netflix Cloverfield Paradox director Julius Ona is set to direct the new film. Did anybody see Cloverfield Paradox?
I did. I saw it the day it came out.
Look
I
at you.
didn't actually. I haven't seen any of the Cloverfield series at all. So
I'm with Chris.
Really?
Wow.
I mean, they're good takes on modern monster movies. You know, like it's
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams. Like his whole goal was, I want to create a monster film that, you know, can contend with Godzilla. You know, or
Mhm.
like more so like Godzilla, like the modern version of what like Godzilla would have been back in the day, right? So I
Mhm,
mean, Cloverfield, as shaky as the first one was, because it was like all like found footage kind of stuff.
All like handheld cam type thing.
Yeah, like the second one
Blair
and
Witch. Yes.
almost, yeah. Like the second and the third one went more into like an alien invasion, and it was kind of a trip, man.
Yeah, a little crazy.
That's what I heard.
So wait, real quick, what did you think of Cloverfield Paradox? You don't have to spoil it. Just be like, I liked it, didn't like it.
It was okay. I wouldn't say it was as good as 10 Cloverfield Lane, which was like probably the best of the three.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it falls in line with the series, and it's like, you know, it's a decent movie. You know, again,
it.
of the three, I feel like 10 Cloverfield Lane is the best one.
Got it.
Is that the one with John Goodman?
Yes.
Ah, okay. I remember seeing the trailer for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember seeing the trailer too.
All right, so Anthony Mackie will be returning as Sam Wilson, aka Captain America, and probably Sebastian Stan will be back as Bucky Barnes.
Probably.
When they announced this, they did mention, or somebody mentioned, Chris Evans, like in a tweet about it. Like, I wonder if Chris Evans will be back as Captain America. Oh, it was a news article. I wonder if Chris Evans will be back as Captain America, and Chris Evans responded with, Sam Wilson is Captain America.
Right.
Period.
Good.
So it was kind of cool. Kind of cool that he did that. So
Because a lot of people are like super upset about it being like, oh, well, it's not Steve Rogers, and but it's like, I mean, if you read the comic books, you know, there's three different Captain Americas, and the current Captain America is Sam Wilson. So I mean, he is Captain America, and he has the mantle now officially as of the end of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So I mean, he is Captain America.
Right, exactly. So we could see some familiar faces, including Emily Van Camp as Sharon Carter, Wyatt Russell as John Walker or U.S. Agent, and probably Daniel. How do you say his last name? Brohl as Zemo. So no plot details and no date when we'll be doing the Baron Zemo dance again.
Oh, that dance, man!
The Baron Zemo dance.
I like that they released an extended version of that on YouTube.
Oh, so good. The one person that I want to see is Joaquin Torres. And mainly because Joaquin Torres, I mean, he got a little bit of an introduction in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It's obvious that he knows how to work on the tech, because he made like suggestions on how to fix the tech and everything like that. But in the comics, he's the current Falcon. So I kind of want to see him become Falcon. Again, you know, I'm looking for more Latino representation, right? Like right now we've got Spider-Man and we've got Joaquin Torres. So I mean, like, you know, I kind of want to see him like,
hey, you had America Chavez.
It's true. We do have America Chavez now.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't exactly know if
kind
she's.
of a badass. I mean, she was pretty
Latino.
badass in Doctor Strange.
She's like
got some good power. Interesting powers.
Yeah. Well, she's the only character in both comics and movies that can freely move between dimensions. Like everybody else can move between, like, you know, like almost like well, not no, everybody else can move between dimensions. She can move between universes, and she's the only character that can do that.
Interesting. Okay, back to Captain America 4. So, are you guys excited for a Captain America 4?
I definitely.
Oh yeah.
Like again, with all the chagrin and all the arguments that people were making, I love Sam Wilson as Captain America. I think he's great. So I mean, you know, Anthony Mackie's just a great actor in general. So I mean, I I love seeing him as Captain America, and I love seeing the growth because he is a vastly different character from Steve Rogers, and he doesn't have the same super strength that Steve Rogers has. So I mean, like it kind of makes me appreciate Sam Wilson that much more as a character.
I'm excited that they're continuing the story. I'm not excited it's a film. I'd rather have a 6-part, 6 hours worth of Sam Wilson as Captain America than 2-ish hours kind of shoved together telling an entirely new story. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I see it like this. Like the TV shows are starting to become like your weekly comic books, like your weeklies, and the movies are starting to become like your not so much the annuals, but like the event books. So like there were like the big specials. You remember the giant the
giant size
giant size annuals and stuff like that. Like I'm feeling like that's where the movies are starting to go. So it's like a big event, but then they can still carry everything on in the show.
Yeah,
so
I was thinking it would probably be movie then series.
Right. Because they don't have to fully explain everything. They can say, okay, here are the events from the movie, and then carry on what's happening in the shows from there.
We shall see. We shall see. Okay, more MCU news. Marvel's not even waiting for San Diego Comic-Con. They're full on throwing news at us. So Martin Freeman, who played Everett Ross in Captain America: Civil War and Black Panther, is confirmed to be in the new Secret Invasion series. Again, a series, not movie.
Right.
So I'm kind of down with this. So I have a secret scroll. I mean, Skrulls are the bad guys, but really the Kree are the bad guys. Opsis?
Secret scroll. Kree. Scrolls are the bad guys, but really the Kree opsis.
Secret Invasion centers around Fury and Talos, who we first met during the events of Captain Marvel and the faction of shape-shifting Skrulls who have been infiltrating Earth for years. So the series is gonna, this is still gonna be a big series. So we just talked about Samuel L. Jackson, but then there's also Martin Freeman, Emily Clark, Olivia Colman, Kingsley Benadir, Carmen Jogo. I say it like a question mark.
Jogo, yeah.
Christopher McDonald and Killian Scott. So there's tons. And actually, now I'm thinking about it, they also mentioned that we're probably going to be getting Don Cheadle back.
Oh, nice.
As Rhodey, James
War
Rhodes.
Machine.
War Machine.
Are we getting a Flurgan? That's really all I care about.
Are we getting Flurgans? Like
are we getting a Flurgan, or are we going to just play? We're just going to get a cat this time, a real actual cat, and it's.
Yeah, I know. Dude, no, I need more War Machine, man. I feel like we've been getting shafted with War Machine because he was such a badass in the 90s.
Yeah.
And, he was always one of my favorite comic book characters. And I feel like he like really gets the back seat in these shows and movies.
Right.
War Machine's a badass, dude. Like he's dope.
Well, we kind of needed, in a weird way, Iron Man to get out of the way to appreciate him.
Sadly,
so we'll see. Anyway, so still no set date for when The Secret will invade Disney Plus, but it's expected in late 2022.
Okay, so it's soon. They're probably gonna announce that at SDCC, man.
Right. Like we just wrapped Miss Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Where She-Hulk's right there.
And without giving away spoilers, because we're probably not going to talk about this for another 2 weeks, but the events of Miss Marvel broke open the MCU for so many more characters to come in.
Right.
So
no spoilers and stop talking about it.
Well, I'm just saying I have a feeling that there's going to be because of the season finale, there's going to be a crap ton of announcements in regard to what I just mentioned at either SDCC or at D23. Like it's almost like they cannot not announce these types of characters at this point.
I'm playing with my GoBot, ignoring you because I know you're trying not to spoil, but you're gonna spoil. So I'm
No,
just
that's it. That's all I'm going
Okay.
for. So I'm just gonna leave it there.
Mhm.
I guess I was gonna bring up in regards to this show. Are you guys excited to see Super Scroll? Because I'm sure they're gonna bring Super Scroll in.
I'm in terms of waiting for stuff. I feel like I'm still waiting for X-Men. So
Yeah.
the Disney version. So I'm hoping that Doctor Strange, which it did kind of open the window to that.
Yeah.
We're
It
not
cracks the door
spoiling.
open.
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah.
Cam, you also said you said something in our chat. Go ahead and throw it out there right now.
Yeah. Madam Web started filming today.
Oh, that started today.
Yeah.
And we're all got mixed feelings about it because Sony is not doing well when it comes to doing their
No.
Spider verse of characters.
Doing any Spider-Man movies by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They should just hand it over.
They should.
They're
Anyway.
not going to though.
Exactly. They're not going.
Sony, they still make too much money to just give it to Marvel.
This is what I don't get. Like I get it. Like Marvel's making a ton of money. Sony, you want to make money. Like, hey Disney, can we borrow Kevin Feige? Here's $10 million. Can we
They tried
borrow
that.
Kevin Feige? Like, let's just make it happen instead of us trying to.
They tried that already, and Sony, because the whole thing is the leadership at Sony,
Mm-hmm.
they want to do certain characters, and Feige's like, I don't want to do these characters.
Yeah.
Right. So they're like, we want to do this. And Feige's like, it doesn't make sense. I don't want to do these characters. Like when they first did Venom, he straight up said, like, I'm not ready to bring Venom into this universe yet. Right. And Sony was like, okay, well, if you're not ready, we're just going to go and do it.
Right. It is what it is. Okay. You ready for this? What are the odds of Han Solo showing up in the MCU?
Han.
Hoon.
That would be super weird. As
It would.
This is where Philippe's supposed to read ahead and go, never tell me the odds, but he's
Never
not
tell me
reading
the
ahead.
odds.
oh.
So Marvel's Ironheart Disney Plus series has just added surprising Disney veteran Alden Ehrenreich to the cast. Get it?
Nice. Yeah.
Han Solo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
Gotcha.
Never tell me the odds.
I
got jokes.
I wonder who he's gonna play.
Yeah, it's an undisclosed key role, which usually means he's the villain.
It's true.
Imagine that. A white dude's the villain.
Against the 15-year-old black character.
Wow.
Right?
I didn't know we were doing that today, but
Yeah.
okay.
Well, why not?
Well, the other thing, I wonder if she's still going to be 15 because, like, the way that they're playing it is almost like. Well, no, I mean, I guess that still makes sense. I was going to say, the way that they're playing is that she's in college, but she was in MIT at 15. So, I mean, I think she can still be 15.
Right?
Kids
So-
in the MCU are geniuses, so
Yeah.
it does not matter the age.
Yeah. I mean, you look at Shuri, dude. Like, Shuri is straight up like a monstrous genius.
Yep.
Yep. So Aaron Reich, who played Han Solo in 2018's Solo movie, will be joining Dominique Thorne, who's playing Riri Williams in the Ironheart Disney film. I have a Riri-opsis. I think they may have to use that already, but we will stick with it. Riri-opsis.
Re-up.
Jesus Christ. All right. Riri-opsis. I think I may have to use that already, but we will stick with Riri-opsis.
The series will follow Riri, who's played by Dominic Thorne, a teenage girl and genius inventor who goes on to create the most advanced suit of armor since Iron Man.
And at this point, it has to be nano armor because they've already introduced the extremis armor. So it's just kind of like if it's more advanced than Tony's armor, it has to be nano armor.
Right. And they already announced that she's actually going to get her debut before the actual show
Right.
in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
So we're gonna see her at the end of the year.
Yeah, we're going to see her in a few months. That's the weirdest thing. It's like right around the corner.
Yeah.
So Ryan Coogler, who's also being involved in the Iron Man series, which is kind of cool. Like they're just going to make sure the stories match up. So Black Panther: Wakanda Forever will be leaping into theaters November 22nd. And then we have no set date when Ironheart will be making the jump to light speed onto Disney Plus.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I got the joke. I got it.
I didn't think it was going to work, but never tell me the odds.
Never tell me the odds.
Never tell me the odds.
Okay, let's
What's
jump
that?
over to some. Let's do some Emmy news. You guys ready for some Emmy news?
Boba Fett.
Oh yeah.
Cam posted all this, but we'll cover it. So apparently, the Emmys don't like cool ass pet eagles because with the first season, Peacemaker only got one nomination for an Emmy. Boo.
You just that's now we that's it. I'm done, and we end the show there.
This really pisses me off to no end.
Like that's
I
just
think that's
so
more
dumb.
of I think that's more of you're not The Rock, so we don't respect any other wrestling somebody out of wrestling who isn't Dwayne Johnson.
That's a good point.
That's
But
what
he's
I think.
such
That's
a
what I
good
think it is.
character, man. Peacemaker is such a good character. As
He
far as
is.
Oh, I agree. I
characterized him because Peacemaker is such a
Cena's
crappy character in the comics, man. And it's like they did such a good job with this character, man.
What were you gonna say, Chris?
I was gonna say I think John Cena has like brought a lot of life to that character.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
So I think he deserves it. But again, I think it's more of like that. Here we go again, another wrestler, and it's John Cena. And John Cena might still have like that Fast and Furious 9 stink on him. So that's what I think it's more political than anything because I thought the show was great actually.
Yeah.
Just like if you've seen that one clip where he's arguing with the old guy about Batman, that one does that one does it all. Like that's all you need to see.
No, okay. The spoilers for a show that ended a little while ago, but I mean like that final scene where with Barry and Aquaman talking smack.
Shut up, Barry.
He's like, what he say? He goes, he fucks fish. No, I don't. Yeah, you do. Shut up, Barry.
Shut up, Barry.
That's basically the deep right there, dude. Because we all know the deep fucks fish.
Yeah.
Wow. Where were we? So Peacemaker scored one nomination for outstanding stunt coordination for a comedy series or variety program, which is like, okay, great. I get it. That makes sense. But like, I love the acting in this. I love the storytelling in this.
Right.
And that shows you they don't know what to classify it as in the category that they
exactly.
Put in.
Yeah, I'm surprised that more people within the show didn't get more nominations because there was a lot of good acting in the show in general.
Yep.
Exactly. So, in this category, which also includes Barry, Cobra Kai, Hawkeye, The Righteous Gemstones, and What We Do in the Shadows.
I mean, all of those are good though.
Yeah. I'm surprised Righteous Gemstones ended up in stunt coordination, but okay, sure.
Yeah, that one's weird.
Yeah. Wait, so it's outside the first coordination in a comedy. Is Hawkeye considered a comedy?
Hawkeye or variety program? So yeah, guess it's considered comedy.
Oh, or
I think it's variety. They're literally like, we don't know what to classify it. So call it variety.
Because Hawkeye is an action show. It's got some comedy in there, like some comedy beats, but it's not primarily a comedy show. Like whereas Peacemaker is a straight up like comedy action, right? Barry is a straight up comedy action. Cobra Kai I mean, same thing. Cobra Kai, I wouldn't consider a comedy. It's got funny moments, but it's more of a drama.
Drama action.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, same thing. Hawkeye is more of like a drama. Barry actually is meant to be like a funny yet dramatic show. Righteous Gemstones is a comedy, like straight up. What We Do in the Shadows is 100% a comedy. So it's just like, there's nothing else you can classify that as. So I mean, I don't know. It feels kind of weird the way that they're kind of jumping on that, and I think some of the politics behind it is also that it's a DC show.
At least they got a nomination.
That's I was just about to say, shout out for the nomination. At least getting recognized, because action stuff doesn't really get the recognition it deserves.
Well, action.
I should say comic book action.
Yeah, I was gonna say action, comedy, and then genre in general are usually, like the stepchildren of award shows. So it's
Real quick, shout out to Julie, who's also in the chat, and shout out to Ark, who jumped into the chat as well. We're at Kyber Cave. Shout out to Kyber Cave. They're doing some fun stuff over there.
Always doing fun stuff.
All right, so Peacemaker, the first season of Peacemaker is now keeping the peace exclusively on HBO Max.
Yeah, and I think they just greenlit, or no, they had already greenlit the second season.
Oh yeah,
yep.
So I'm excited to see season 2.
Let's start crunching some numbers on these. We're about to go like Rain Man. Got a ton of numbers for you. Okay,
definitely numbers, definitely.
CBS, NBC, ABC, Fox are in the low double digits for nominations. Paramount came in with 11 nominations, by far the lowest of all the streamers. Are you ready for like the big guns now?
God, oh my God! Look at these numbers. Okay, yeah,
HBO Max.
Dude. That is ridiculous.
HBO and HBO Max topped everybody with 140 nominations total. That's nuts. But you know what that says? That means they're churning out. Netflix at 105 nominations. Those two are the most like they're producing the most content, like pumping out the most content for people.
Yeah.
So
yep.
I mean, Netflix for sure, and then HBO Max. I mean, pretty much everything that you see on HBO Max is a hit, man. Like, have you guys watched Hacks?
Haven't watched Hacks yet.
I haven't watched Hacks. Oh, Hacks. No, I haven't seen that.
It's hilarious. It is really funny. Watch it.
Let's see. Netflix 105, Hulu 58, Apple TV with 52, Disney Plus had 34.
That surprises me a lot because they do have a lot of good content.
Yeah,
I know, right? Amazon Prime with 30, which kind of makes sense to me. But check this out. HBO's drama series Succession, which I need to watch now, landed a total of 25 nominations, leading all the series.
It is on my list on my HBO Max because I have not watched it, but I've heard so many good things.
Yeah. And I've watched both of these ones. So Apple's Ted Lasso and HBO's The White Lotus also each had 20 nominations.
I haven't watched White Lotus, but I mean, again, famously, I just recently watched Ted Lasso, and it's great.
Ted Lasso, you gotta love it.
I love Ted Lasso.
I watched both of these shows. White Lotus.
He's there. He's every fucking way. It's Ted. It's Roy Kent.
Jamie Tart do 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 do.
Jamie Tart do 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 do.
Both those shows were great, by the way.
Yeah.
Let's see what else
I forgot what's her name was the Shame Bell woman. I can't think of her name from Ted Lasso though, but the tall what's her name? It'll come to me.
Who's the Shame Bell woman? The hot boss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I just found that out recently. I was like, wait a minute, what?
I knew she was in Game of Thrones. I didn't realize that she was the Shame Bell lady.
Yep.
Hannah Waddingham.
Hannah, yeah, that's her.
She is beautiful. Like
that's what I was saying. The hot boss lady.
No, I'm not saying just like she's like a hot lady. I'm not saying that. Like
Freaking
she's
gorgeous.
beautiful, like the way she carries herself, and she has an amazing voice.
Yes.
I didn't know she could sing, and then a couple episodes she sang. I'm like, holy cow, where has she been?
Apparently she has an album, dude. Like apparently she has like a full album.
Like, how come she's not like famous on everything? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
why did I find her only in Ted Lasso?
She should change her name to Adele, and then she'll get all the recognition she needs.
Change your name to Adele, start eating some donuts. You know what I mean? Just do what you got to do.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Oh, Adele doesn't do that anymore, though.
Yeah, check out the rest of these.
See, you got to fill the gap. Got to fill the gap.
Check out the rest of these numbers, though.
So Hacks, you mentioned Hacks, 17 nominations. Only Murderers in the Building, also 17. Euphoria, 16. Barry, 14. Dope Sick, 14. Severance, 14. Squid Game, 14. Ozark with 13. Here's one for Cam. Stranger Things with 13.
And Sadie did not get nominated.
Yeah.
That's
Max.
crazy. And this was her season.
I know.
But were these nominations for this season though?
And
These-
that's the
it
other
had
thing.
to
You
be-
have to look.
It had to be
Volume one.
released. The show had to be finished or wrapped before, I think, June 21st. That's why Obi-Wan Kenobi couldn't be considered for this 2022 Emmy nomination.
Yeah, and that's why I was wondering, like, for Stranger Things, like, is it this season that They
So
got
volume
the-
one, because it
only
all came
volume
out.
one.
on-
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, she still had a really good performance in volume one. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
she upped it a notch in those last 2 episodes. But I mean, like, which we'll get to later. But
Mhm.
Just finishing that out. Marvelous Miss Maisel, 12 nominations, and Pam and Tommy and a Talking Penis, 10 nominations.
oh, the boys didn't get any nominations. What the hell?
No, need more Talking Penises. That's the problem.
I mean, they
No,
had.
because they came out in July.
Oh, that's right. I was gonna say that they had exploding penises.
Hey, easy. Come on.
Yo, what up, man?
There's mothers in the chat. You know what I mean?
There are mothers in the chat. My future mother-in-law and our new favorite mom, Nancy Joe.
Yeah, Shayla's mom's in the chat. Come on now.
Mhm.
Okay, let's keep going. Emmy news. Now let's get to the shows that matter. So Marvel and Star Wars projects on Disney Plus left their mark on the Emmys, which is cool, with about 6 different shows between the 2 franchises getting nominations,
Right.
which I'm actually not surprised by this. I just thought there'd be more. But okay,
Yeah.
so Marvel, Moon Knight led the entire field with a total of 8 nominations, including voice acting nod for F. Murray Abraham, who played Khonshu,
Khonshu, yeah.
which was amazing. It's like, oh yeah, that's cool.
The voice acting, like his voice acting was amazing in that. Like F. Murray Abrams' entire characterization of Khonshu was amazing.
Mhm. Speaking of voice acting nods, What If Jeffrey Wright got a nomination along with Chadwick Boseman.
I bet you, because of the way the Academy works, I bet you Chadwick Boseman wins. Now, not that it's not deserving, because he did an amazing job with that character, but I guarantee you he wins just because that's what they do.
It's the feel good.
Yeah, they're gonna do that as a posthumous win.
Yep.
You know, just again because that's what they do. You know, they do that whole. It's almost like pandering, but I mean, like Chadwick did. I mean, not that it's not deserving. Chadwick Boseman did an amazing job, man. Like, yeah,
totally.
I mean, he was a great actor in general. Like, again, everything he did was captivating. So.
All right, so we said Moon Knight, 8 nominations. Loki had 6 nominations.
Another one of Cam's favorites.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How many times have you watched that show, Cam? Like 3 times now?
Oh, I don't know at this point. I lost track.
Book of Boba Fett actually got 4 nominations. I thought that was interesting.
I wonder what that. I would say visual effects would probably be one of them because they had some crazy
Maybe sound mixing.
Yeah.
sound mixing would be probably another good one too. Maybe stunt coordination will probably be another one just because they put a lot of work into the stunt coordination on that, and then maybe costumes.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of past ones that Star Wars have been in. You know.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just trying to think of like what was remarkable in that show, you know, because like as much as everybody complained about the plot and story and whatnot, there were a lot of things that like stood out, like hardcore stood out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so again, like costume design was a big one, visual effects, sound design. You know, there's a lot of stuff in that show. You know, stunt coordination that were things that were notable.
Yep.
Oh, you guys are making me look this up. Okay, Boba Fett. I mean, we all have.
You do this.
We all have the internet in front of us, and I'm the only one that's got to look it up. So, outstanding fantasy sci-fi costumes.
Okay.
Outstanding sound editing.
Called that.
Yep.
Outstanding special effects.
Called that.
Yep.
Outstanding stunt coordination.
Oh, okay, so
we called them
called out for the ones that they got nominated for.
There's a formula.
I know, right?
Where were we?
So what if?
What if got 3? So while I have it open, we mentioned Chadwick
Jeffrey
Boseman.
and Chadwick.
Along with an outstanding animated program.
Okay.
I kind of figured they were going to get that.
Then rounding it out, Hawkeye got 2 nominations, and Star Wars Visions got 1 nomination.
What's the one they got?
Good Lord, man. You also have the internet in front of you.
But you already have it open, so do it.
Yeah.
Outstanding short form animated program.
Okay.
And then Hawkeye got outstanding stunt coordination and outstanding stunt performance.
Okay. I would give that because the stunts in that show were actually really good.
Yeah.
That category sounds like it's all against like the Marvel against the Peacemaker?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then we'll mix in like Barry just to
exactly
Barry's
random thing.
Because remember, he's an assassin. So I mean, like
HBO doesn't have enough nominations. Why not?
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure they're nominated in every single category. So
Cam or anybody else, do you have any more Emmy?
Not that I've seen.
Not high, said the Chris.
Then let me see real quick since we're talking about it. What did Loki get?
Original score. That would be a good one for somebody posted in the chat.
Van.
Yeah.
Van did for
Book of Boba. I mean, I would have given original score for that too, because that theme, that song was on repeat.
Is it John Williams?
No, that was Göransson, the Ludwig Göransson.
Oh,
the dude who did the Mandalorian.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Mandalorian's a great theme.
Yeah.
I like the mashup that he did for when Mando came in.
Yeah.
In that later in that season of the two themes mashed together.
Mm-hmm.
I was just looking up Loki since that's the only one we didn't talk about. Loki got outstanding cinematography for a single camera series.
Okay.
That's good.
Outstanding fantasy sci-fi costumes. Outstanding music composition for a series.
Yeah.
Music was good.
Outstanding original main title theme music.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even know they had a category for that.
I know. We so when we were doing the breakdown of Loki, I used that at the beginning of every episode because it was just like, oh my god, this music is so good.
Yeah. Yep. Outstanding production design for a narrative piece or fantasy program. Sure.
Okay.
And then outstanding sound editing for a comedy or drama.
Okay. Yeah, and the audio and I mean generally the audio on that show was really good.
It was.
Totally good. Totally good. All right, that's all my Emmy news. Are you guys ready for a little bit of a San Diego Comic-Con before we get into before we get into rumors?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's
Hell
go.
yeah.
Let's go with Comic-Con.
Hell yeah! Let's start. Let's start.
All right, let's have a comic conversation about San Diego Comic-Con.
Hey,
All right.
hey.
Hey. So it's so weird having San Diego Comic-Con back, but I have it broken down into like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, it's dope.
So
Sweet.
we can just run through some of the panels that we're gonna see and see if we're excited. Yes, no, that kind of thing. So Thursday, we're getting a Gundam the Witch from Mercury panel. Sure.
Okay.
Okay. We're getting a Rugrats panel.
Oh,
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'd go to that.
See, there you go. This is more of a comic one, but Marvel's Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur is getting a panel.
Ooh. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur is actually it's a comic that is like running right now.
Mhm.
So I mean, and it's been doing a really good job. So I mean,
Yeah.
the writing has been good. The art is amazing. I know that they outsourced the art to artists in Spain right now for that show, for that book, and it's really good.
Do you have some kind of like Marvel app or something like comic app?
Comicsology.
Okay. All right. Just checking.
I get all my
You know.
info from camthedm.com.
Exactly. Perfect. SpongeBob is getting a panel. Oh my goodness. Let's see.
Wait.
Why?
That's from SpongeBob.
Okay. Beavis and Butthead are getting a panel.
Yeah.
Welcome
Welcome back.
Are you gonna do impressions over?
Yeah. Show's gonna be great. Yeah.
So everything I'm gonna talk about, you're gonna add. You're gonna do some kind of impression. Okay. National Treasure: Edge of History is getting a panel.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of I can't do his voice. I'm just
And then for Thursday's Hall H, we're getting a Dungeons and Dragons panel.
Ooh,
Yes.
no, For Honor Among Thieves. That's
Movie.
the movie, isn't it?
Yes, it's the
Yeah,
movie.
that's the new movie they're doing. Because I mean, if you, I didn't 100% hate the first Dungeons and Dragons movie, but it also wasn't Dungeons and Dragons. It was more of a comedy. So
Is that the one with like Marlon Wayans?
I was about
Marlon
to say, is it Marlon Wayans, right?
yeah, like I said, it was more of a comedy, and I think that pissed off a lot of D&D players because it was like, why would you make it into a comedy? That's like why would you make a mockery of D&D when you can make something really serious and really good out of it?
I've seen set photos for this and like some of the actual actors and stuff on set, and it looks really good.
If they do this right, this could knock Lord of the Rings out of the water.
They're using the actual classes and stuff of D&D.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like they've always tried to adapt D&D, but it's like the more true you stay to like the game, the more people are going to be into this.
I mean, I've been saying that for years for everything, though. It's the more true you stay to the source material, and you can change small things, but it's like the more you stay close to the source material, the more you're gonna get the original fans in there. And if you make it something good, then that's how you grow new fan base. You don't have to
Stranger Things.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Like you don't have to Hollywoodify something. You don't have to make it. Oh, we need to make it for the masses, so we have to change everything. Like you could, if you write a good story and keep it close to the source material, then you grow the fan base, and you also get everyone who already loves the property.
Yep.
Totally agree. Let's see. Rounding out Thursday, we're getting Teen Wolf the movie.
That's right. They're doing a new Teen Wolf movie,
and that's the MTV show that's getting a movie.
Okay.
So yeah, that Teen Wolf TV show that they did on MTV, they're doing a movie with that same cast,
except for the dude that's playing Superman, because he's
right.
like, I'm out.
Yeah, because that's Tyler Hoechlin. because he's playing Superman, so he just doesn't have time for it.
He's like, peace out. I gotta put tights on. And then Masters of the Universe is also getting a panel, and that is Thursday.
Yes. Okay. I hope to all hell that they announce season 2 because they already greenlit season 2. So I mean, hopefully they've already been working on it and everything like that. Because again, very divisive on the internet. I loved season 1. I thought it was a masterpiece.
Cool. All right, let me get through some of these. Let's go to Friday. Let me get through some of these, and then we'll let you do your impressions. All right. So, the Proud Family is getting a panel. The podcast for Avatar is also getting a panel. There's a new Transformers series that's coming out, and they'll be having a panel.
Do you know if that's in the line, like if it's a Rooster Teeth thing and it's in the line of the series that we got on Netflix, or is it something like new, like how they always do?
Honestly, I think it's a new kids show.
God, okay.
Oh,
The one they did on Netflix was really good. The Siege and all that stuff.
The War on Cybertron.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, totally good. Totally good. We're also getting a Gremlin Secret of the Mogwai panel.
2 years later, they're still doing this.
All right, this is okay. Get your voice ready. Here we go. Okay, you're getting a Primal season 2, but then we're also getting the Rick and Morty spinoff, The Vindicators.
The Vindicators. Oh, geez, Rick. The Vindicators. They're my favorite superheroes, Rick.
And then we're getting Bob's Burgers getting a panel.
I still need to watch that movie.
I thought you had a
Haven't seen
pause.
the movie.
It was just added to HBO Max.
That's what I was saying. Like, I still need to watch it. I saw it up there last
thought-
night. I wasn't going to start it like late at night.
How many burgers do you give it? Chris, didn't you just see it?
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
No,
I
it's on my watch. It's on my watch list.
It's like,
Nope.
Ken, have you
I gotta
seen it,
watch
Ken?
I'm
Not yet.
like young Phil.
I haven't watched it yet. That's what I was saying. So I haven't seen it yet.
Let's see. Archer is also getting a panel.
Lana.
Mhm.
Lana.
I'm actually surprised Archer is
Danger Zone.
still around.
Yeah.
It's so good though. Like I've been trying to convince James to watch Archer for like the longest time. It is so good.
10 years.
Unless I can watch it with my kids, I probably can't watch it.
You can watch it at night, like you. I mean, you watch it the same time when you watch The Boys. Come on, bro.
Okay, you got me. Caught in a lie.
Again,
Okay,
one of those
There's only
things
so
where
much
you start
time, though. I'm with you.
Yeah, like it's one of those things where you're gonna start watching it and be like, "Why didn't I watch this before? This is hilarious."
I'll try. I'll try. Just remind me.
Yeah.
1 a.m, message me, and then we'll figure it out. Okay. What else? Marvel's getting a panel. This isn't the main panel, but Marvel Studios is getting a panel. This is going to be in Ballroom 20 on Friday.
Okay.
For All Mankind, which is what is it? Apple TV?
Yeah, it's Apple TV Plus. It's the alternate space race show.
Have you seen that? Is it good?
I watched the first 2 seasons. It's pretty damn good.
Okay. I'm going to check that one out too. Maybe another one to watch at 1 a.m. And then also Green Lantern, Beware My Power is getting a panel. So I think it might be getting a viewing.
Finally.
That's a cartoon, right? Like that's
Animated? We
It's
say
animated.
Sir, we say animated.
well, no, because I don't know what happened in the live action show. You know, like they had been
Cartoon is
working on that.
derogatory, sir.
Hey,
We
you
say
know what?
animated.
You know what? Cartoon is nostalgic. Okay,
Yeah.
so
All right. Okay. All right. Moving on. But main thing, Hall H, Friday, we're getting the Lord of the Rings of Power panel.
which I'm sure they're going to be doing like a full-on trailer for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if not showing like the first episode.
Well, yeah, because they've already shown like the the screenshots and everything, right? Like they've shown like a
Is it
promotional.
going to be a TV show or a movie?
TV
No,
show,
it's
yeah.
a TV show.
Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm. And I know Peter Jackson was involved in that too, so I'm interested.
Oh,
in seeing
good.
Oh, that's good. Season 1's going to be like 46 episodes.
Power.
Like, 'cause he didn't direct it. I think he's an executive producer on it. But I mean, I know he was involved in like the in some of the like them coming up with different concepts for the show.
And it comes out September 2nd on Amazon Prime.
Oh, so it's right around the corner.
Right around the corner. And then speaking of right around the corner, everyone's favorite Tales of the Walking Dead is getting a panel.
God. I'm done with Walking Dead, man.
I'm really done with The Walking Dead.
The story is convoluted. It's you know, they're just kind of like shoehorning stuff at this point, and it's like, God, just let it die.
Just let it end.
It's a zombie. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It doesn't die. It comes back.
Let them die already.
No, you got to stab it in the head.
I mean, to that point, that could be why there's 206 Resident Evil movies, and they keep calling each one the last one. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a new series that's coming out like tomorrow, right?
Is it that soon? Is it like tomorrow it's coming out?
God, am I the only one Googling things right now? Evil
might be.
series, release date. Oh my
Now
goodness.
that show looks
Tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. Yeah, that show looks scary as shit and looks like exactly what I want a Resident Evil, like anything Resident Evil to be, because it's Redmond, right? Like it's based on the first game, and they like some of the scenes that they even had in the trailer were like iconic scenes from the first game. Like that's what I want. I want something that's just take the story from the first game, adapt it, and make it like, you know, make it something that you can watch, and it'll be scary as shit.
Yeah, you know that.
It does look pretty cool.
That first game had grown men. I'm like, I'm not playing this after dark. So because all of a sudden you're playing, and then something comes out of nowhere like screaming, "Oh shit!"
Dude, you go back and look at like the shitty graphics from that first game. And that still scared the crap out of me, dude. Like that game, it was like pixelated crap, but it still scared the crap out of me, dude. Like that game was truly terrifying.
I have a Biohazard on my PS5, and I was playing one part where like a zombie came out of the wall and freaked my daughter out, and she ran out of the room.
The jump scares in that game were ridiculous, man.
I was like, oh, all right then.
Sorry about that. Sorry to scar you for life.
My bad.
And then there's also a Dragon Ball Super panel. Dragon Ball Super superhero.
Yeah, I saw the announced trailer at the movie theater the other day for that. So I was like, oh, they're coming out with another Dragon Ball movie. All right.
Yeah, I'll try to run through these because there's a lot going on here. So Saturday we got a Naruto panel going on.
Okay.
Let's see what else we got.
Anniversary panel. Okay.
Resident Alien, Chucky season 2, and The Resort. I guess The Resort is on Peacock. It's getting some good reviews.
I haven't seen that one.
Evil season 3 is getting a panel. American Dad, Family Guy, The Orville. So this is all the Fox stuff. Mythic Quest is also getting a panel.
The Orville. I wonder because I think they said that the next season might be the last.
Yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm.
And it's mainly because Seth MacFarlane's like busy doing other projects.
Other stuff, yeah.
Anne Rice's Interview with a Vampire is also getting a panel.
That's gonna be good.
And then
the one on AMC.
Yeah,
that's gonna be good.
And then Simpsons is getting a panel as well for season 34. And keep in mind, this is now the Disney Simpsons is getting a panel. So this should be give more.
When they release that new season on Disney Plus, I'm all like, and now they're focusing on all the rest of the characters. I had very mixed feelings.
Like, are you thinking spin-off? Are you thinking they're gonna do something?
No, like they so you know how it's like mainly like on Bart and Homer for like most of the series.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It shifted to like Mo and like some of the other characters.
Weird.
And it's just like, I'm not sure I like this.
That's funny because when they started switching to mostly Homer stuff, that's kind of when I stopped watching. I really like. This is going to sound really seasons 1 through 8, and then I
Okay.
kind of stopped at 9, and because it was just getting like, just Homer, and it kind of lost that ensemble feel, like when it was Bart, or when Lisa had an episode, or when Marge, got arrested, and all that other the correlating stuff when they
Right.
just focused on one person.
That makes sense. That
Mhm.
makes sense. Okay, so Saturday, Hall H, ton of great stuff. The Sandman gets a panel.
Ooh.
Star Trek gets a panel.
Okay.
Marvel Studios will be having their panel. So again, Feige will be there. In
Nice.
person.
Yay.
Like I said, I think he's gonna announce a new slate. It's almost my bet is that he's gonna announce a new slate.
Did you see
Start
that
at
one?
Phase 5.
Exactly. Did you see that one infographic where they showed like the amount of hours between like phase 1, 2, 3,
Yes.
4?
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
was crazy. Like, phase 1 had like 32 hours, 48, 60 hours. And then when it got to like phase 4, it was like literally like 400 hours
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it's all the shows. All the shows are in phase 4.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what's gonna be okay. Here's what I want. Just the one thing that I want. Mahershala Ali Blade reveal.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Because we've heard him, we haven't seen him yet. Right.
Uh-huh.
And there's a lot of
Right.
mock-ups of what Mahershala Ali will look like as Blade. But I want to see Mahershala Ali as Blade. Like either they do a poster or even if we get a trailer, because haven't they finished filming that already?
I think so.
I
Yeah.
want to say yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I saw some screenshots and posters of it, so
I
want to
think
say
they
it should
have
be
to have
wrapped
had
or
it
at
done
least
before
final.
Eternals.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I want to see him. I want to see that. I want to see a Blade reveal.
I think between SDCC, Disney Plus Day, and then Disney Investor Day, I think we're about to get a ton of Marvel news.
And
Within-
D23.
I was going to say D23.
D23, yeah. Between now and like the end of
And like I said,
the
I
year.
think there's gonna be for those of you that haven't seen, Miss Marvel again. There's gonna be a lot of reveals coming up soon.
Mhm. So is that four events that they're doing? No, that can't be right. I'll have to go back.
Disney does a lot of events.
SDCC, D23, Disney Investors, and what else?
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus Day.
Oh, and Disney Plus Day. So that's 4.
Yeah, crazy. Okay, let's keep this train moving. So, Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon is getting a panel.
Nice.
Shazam, Fury of the Gods is getting a panel, and then
I'm excited for
headlining San Diego Comic-Con will be the Black Adam panel featuring The Rock.
Nice.
Oh, dear.
You mean the Rocks panel featuring Black Adam?
Exactly. Exactly what that's gonna be. Wait a minute. I've got something for this.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
So good. I'm excited for that. Like I don't even know what's on Sunday because it's on. As soon as I saw that on Saturday, I'm like, okay.
You also skipped another one that seems like it's
a
not a big
winner.
deal, but kind of is a big deal. So in was it 6BCF after the Naruto panel, Dan Harmon is having a blockchain curated animated comedy Crapopolis. You guys know who Dan Harmon is, right?
Yeah,
Community, but also he's the dude that created Rick and Morty and Solar Opposites. So I mean, like, it's like he I don't know if you've seen his live D&D like animated show.
Oh, that's right, he does that. Okay,
Oh
yeah.
my god, like everything Dan Harmon does is hilarious. So I mean, like I'm kind of excited to see what that's going to be.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay. All right. Sunday, Mayans. What is that? Sons of Anarchy Mayans? Is that right?
Yeah,
Yes, that's the spinoff with the other gang from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah. What We Do in the Shadows also gets a panel. That's pretty much it for Sunday. There's a few other things, but you get The Rock on Saturday.
Yeah. Oh, also on Saturday in 6A, they got a The End Is Nigh with Bill Nye.
All right.
Ooh.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
You go ahead and go for that panel. I'm gonna wait in line for The Rock.
Oh, dude, I love Bill Nye, man. I've got.
Oh, yeah.
Bill Nye.
Yeah, I have his book, man.
I like the YouTube, the little clip that he came on. Is the world's on fucking fire? you know when he just dropped the F-bomb, it's like, what?
Yeah.
Just
Like, did Bill Nye just drop an F-bomb?
Yep.
I'm excited. So that's San Diego Comic-Con news. You guys ready to get into some rumors?
Oh, I'm always ready for rumors. Are we ready to drop the theme?
Drop it like it's
All
hot.
right. Let us go and do this. Oh, sorry.
We should trim that so it's like we get, instead of all the build up, let's just starting rumors with you.
All right.
Can you handle that? Can you have your people do that?
I'll have my people call your people, and then we can have our people talk with each other.
And we could be friends on the weekend. Okay.
I could be friends. You could be friends. You bring your friends. I'll bring my friends. We could all be friends.
All right. So Disney Plus's Hawkeye, brought us back Clint Barton, but also introduced us to Kate Bishop. Kate Bishop. Who I loved her comedic banter. But now, and then they also announced that Echo is an actual spin-off of Hawkeye, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, there's a whole bunch of rumors swirling around that. So, I mean.
So now the rumor is that, they signed Haley Steinfeld, to play Kate Bishop. They plan on using Kate Bishop in a few different series, including Echo and maybe some other, maybe like She-Hulk shows, or maybe like the new Daredevil show coming. Basically, they're saying that she may be like kind of the common denominator in a bunch of these shows is bringing in Haley Steinfeld.
And I mean, it's obvious they're doing Young Avengers at some point, right? I mean, they may not be doing it right now, but I mean, they're already introducing all the characters for Young Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like, I see them, at some point we're gonna get that team up. I think before we get that team up, there's probably gonna be a villain team that they put together. My guess has been the Thunderbolts. Because again, they've been slowly introducing Thunderbolts characters too.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like, I think that the idea of the Thunderbolts, my only thing I'm upset about is like no Thunderbolt Ross, right?
But I mean,
right. Unless they like recast, but I doubt they're gonna recast Thunderbolt Ross at this point.
No.
The only other person who can lead the Thunderbolts is Norman Osborn, but again, they haven't introduced Norman Osborn yet. So, I mean, technically they have, but like not at the same time. You know what I mean?
Not in 616.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know I'm waiting for the crossover, so having somebody who's going to be a common denominator is good. I think there's probably a lot of Marvel fans right now with everything that's come out. We're kind of waiting for that tie-in that we got after we saw Thor, Iron Man, Hulk, and Captain America. Waiting for that. Where are all these people going to meet, and who's the big bad?
And I think what they're doing is with all the movies and the TV shows, they're building up like what everybody's doing right now. And then you're going to have this, Omega level event that happens and it forces everybody to come together.
Right.
What's weird is that it's so much of this. What's that?
Secret Invasion might actually be that.
might be
Oh,
the build-up
yeah.
show.
No,
Like that's
that
their,
might be the catalyst.
could be.
Because in the
Hope so.
comics, that's an annual event in the comic books. Like Secret Invasion was a big deal, you know,
Okay.
and it forced everybody to come together to fight the scroll, you know. So I mean, like again, like I'm hoping we're gonna see Super Scroll. I'm hoping we're gonna see, you know, some of that go on, but that's gonna be a reason to get the Young Avengers. And I mean, you know, again, we have a crap ton of Young Avengers characters that are already kind of just making their way in this universe right now.
Oh, what if that's it? What if like there's all these established heroes, but like they can't tell who's who. So
Right.
Fury's like, I just need some new Avengers. And he
Right.
goes and gets all these people, you know, all the new ones. Oh, that's good.
Dude, that would be a way to bring Chris Evans back. Is
Yeah.
to have a Super Scroll posing as Steve Rogers,
Yep.
Oh, interesting.
and then you have. I guarantee you, when if they, it's probably we're lightly probably going to see some of it in Secret Wars, but I guarantee you they're going to come out with the next Avengers movie after that is going to be the Young Avengers fighting scrolls that look like the Avengers.
Ooh.
Oh, that'd be so good. Oh man.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be. I think people are waiting. They're kind of waiting. Like, hey, man, I need to see the original guys before you can sell me on this new class.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
give me one more time. I know we can't see Iron Man, but you know, give me
Yeah.
Steve, give me Thor, give me Hulk one more time.
In a weird way, like it would be a weird like passing of the torch if they got all the new guys to fight the old guys, which are Skrull or Kree. Who knows what
Yeah.
they're gonna do?
Well, no, it'll be
And-
Scroll. They're not going to be Kree.
But they beat the old crew who are bad
Yeah.
guys to usher in the new era for the new guys.
Well, think of like how cool Civil War was, right? Like when you
Mhm.
see everybody fighting against each other, right? Like
Yeah.
all the heroes fighting each other. So, and by the way, shout outs to Amy Rivas. How you doing, Amy?
What's
Uh,
up, Amy?
but like how cool that scene was in Civil War where you have everybody fighting each other. Think about like now you have the established Avengers fighting the young Avengers, right?
Mm.
And how much of a struggle that fight is going to be because you have these seasoned you know, like these veteran Avengers
Mm-hmm.
going up against the young Avengers, you know, and I mean, they'll end up besting those Avengers because it's not the real Avengers, right? But at the same
Right.
time, they're Super Scroll, and that's their key powers. That the Super Scroll can mimic the powers of the people that they're copying.
Right.
Yep.
Exactly.
You know,
And that's
so-
what I mean, though. And then it takes them like coming together and like working together like a team,
Right.
to beat them. I think we just wrote a good movie.
I think
We
so.
just wrote Phase 5.
We just need the Russo brothers to direct it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
the best thing about like, you know, we come up with good ideas, and then, you know, when the movie actually comes out, it's a better idea than the one that we ever thought of. So I mean,
Like, damn, should have thought of that.
writers, yeah, it's how good of writers they are, you know.
Yeah. All right, tacos on the table. Where are your tacos at, people?
Sorry, I'm on the wrong screen here.
Are your tacos on the table for Haley Steinfeld, you know, Kate Bishop
Okay, Bishop,
Kate Bishop.
being in multiple Disney Plus shows?
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Those are 100% on the table.
Oh yeah.
Because like Phil said, you know, we could see both like Daredevil and Kate Bishop and Echo together, and then she's in some way a part of the Daredevil series.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, they already announced that they're getting ready to start filming Deadpool 3.
Oh yeah.
All I want at this point is Deadpool and Hawkeye in the same room.
What I would want is the classic suit of Wolverine, like actually on an actor in Deadpool 3.
I mean, there's rumors, you know, we don't know right now because there's rumors that they're casting Wolverine.
Mhm.
And we don't know if they're doing an X-Men movie, if they're doing a Logan movie, or if they're casting him to be in Deadpool 3.
Right, but you know, I want to see that classic suit.
Mhm. I need him to be Grizzly
And
and,
actually-
say Bub
And
1,000.
actually short.
And
I
I need him to be like 5'2".
Yes.
You know,
I need
Get out of my way,
Deadpool
Bub.
to I need Deadpool to meet America Chavez, and then they wind up in the X-Men movie with Wolverine and Professor Xavier, and they're like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
And
That'd be good.
then Deadpool's like, "Hugh Jackman, is that you?"
Yes.
what Hugh?
That'd be great. That'd be
Yeah.
great. Okay. I got one more rumor. So Taika Waititi has been talking about a Star Wars movie, and they've been kind of teasing that, like, oh, we're still working it out. It's still in progress. No date yet. But I guess it may be much farther along than he's kind of led us to believe.
Yeah, I mean, he tried to cast Natalie Portman in the Star Wars movie for the
Mhm.
first time.
Yeah, well, she may be good. She may be good in a movie. Yeah.
She
Hey,
might-
you ever
she
thought
might
about being in
do
a Star
well.
Wars movie? Yeah, no, I was in 3.
Bring back Padme.
Taika, you're breaking my heart. So Lucas president Kathleen Kennedy has been hyping up the Waititi film and says it's the next film to be released. So a report from Heat Vision says that Waititi's Star Wars film could begin production as early as 2023.
Hmm.
So
Could be
next
in
year.
production in 2023.
Yeah. So next year, do you think it might go into production? Tacos on the table. Are we getting Taika Waititi Star Wars film in production next year?
I'm kind of surprised that it's going into production that late, but at the same time, I mean, they have all the shows going on right now. There's plenty of Star Wars content that's still going to be coming out in between the time where they're doing this movie. So I mean, like the Star Wars fix is going to be there. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
We're just going to be getting more Disney Plus than we are theater.
Mm-hmm.
I could see it, but I feel like Taika Waititi, I feel like he's working on everything. So I don't. Where does he get the time to just crank all this out? And especially if he's hopping back and forth between franchises, I'm like, some of these, take forever to do. So, but
And
who
he-
knows? He might be down in Atlanta right now as we speak, and they're at the studios just
Yeah.
trying to knock everything out as much as possible.
Because he just said that he's already working on a script for the next Thor movie.
Yeah.
But then, like, there's another rumor saying that he's not going to do another Thor movie. But like he said that he was working on another script. So I wonder if he's writing but not directing.
Yeah, I could maybe see him writing the next script for Thor, not directing it, because I think I posted it that he's stepping down from director.
Right. Which would make sense. I mean, like he probably feels like he's got other projects that he wants to work on, especially like, dedicating time to Star Wars.
Mhm.
Plus, like all the independent projects that he works on, and plus executive producing what we do in the shadows and everything like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
That's what I'm
probably a
saying.
lot
The
that he's
dude's
doing.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And our flag means death.
That's right. That's another one of his too.
Oh
right?
yeah.
And then every cameo that he has right now, like
Oh,
dude, he
jeez.
shows up in so many movies and shows. I'm like, wait, is that Taika Waititi?
Yeah.
He's in everything.
Like, yeah,
Mhm.
he's literally everywhere. So I'm like, on the one hand, like I said, I can see it that it could happen because again, he's probably just like, the more I work, the more let me ride this wave while I can.
Right.
But I kind of feel like, yeah, maybe he's not going to do the next Thor movie as a director because I haven't seen Thor yet, but from what I hear, it was not well received, although people went to see it.
I saw it yesterday.
No
I'm
spoilers.
mixed on it. I'm mixed on it.
See, exactly.
So I apologize, James, because I know we were going to go see it for your birthday, but me and Jack
Wow.
watch it. last
Wow.
And the
night. Oh, I'm
truth
gonna go watch
comes
it
out.
again.
I
I'm
mean-
definitely gonna go watch it again.
No.
Really.
I mean, you're busy. You got priorities.
But no, I thought it was good. I don't know,
Yeah.
like when I hear everybody making the complaints about it, like it's still very Kirby-esque.
Have you seen Top Gun yet? Top Gun Maverick?
No, so we were gonna go watch it, but it was the showing wasn't until like 9:40, so we were just like, okay, well,
Oh, and that's 9 time for you.
well, mainly because when we decided to go to the movies, Thor was like the movie that came up for time.
Have you seen Jurassic World yet?
That also wasn't until like 10:00.
I saw
How about
it.
Rise of Gru? Have you seen that?
No, I suggested that one, but she said she either wanted to see Top Gun or Thor.
Oh, so there were other options.
Well, like I said,
So you still could have waited to see
coulda
Thor
waited.
with me on my birthday as like a celebration of me, but instead there is no celebration. There is no birthday because
okay.
you went and did it
We're
without me.
basically saying young Phil is a jerk.
Yeah.
Wow.
As long as you didn't go to me and Jackie's favorite sushi place beforehand, I think we'll be okay.
Oh no!
Oh no!
No!
Wow.
we didn't.
Ew.
No!
So rude.
I've got a soundbite specifically for this. I'm trying to find it right now.
That was the me and Jackie and Bird place to go
Yeah,
when we see movies and you're stuck at home. But instead, I'm stuck at home alone.
right here,
Right.
right here. Oh, here's a soundbite.
You're just a jerk. I mean, you're really just stupid. I mean, it's not even clever or funny or anything. It's just dumb.
There we go.
What was that?
Mike
Is that Mickey
Francesa
Rourke?
from ESPN Radio.
Oh,
Oh,
all right. Okay. Well,
Like, you're just a jerk. Try to
all
get
right. Let's move on. Let's move on because this is gonna get
Stupid. I mean,
really
it's not even
sad.
clever or funny or anything. It's just dumb.
This is dumb. Let's get into some Stranger Things.
All right.
off topic, James.
is
If you want, I'll get Drew McIntyre to Claymore kick young Phil in the face.
There you go. I
Uh,
like
No,
Happy
no, we'll
birthday.
get Vecna to possess him. Come on.
Oh, there you go.
that. Start breaking his arms and
Oh God! All right, guys. Before we start getting into everything, as we all know, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go hard into spoiler territory. So that being said, big spoilers.
I'm hiding.
So, guys, if you haven't watched the last 2 episodes of Stranger Things, it's been 2 weeks. What the hell's your problem, man? But I mean, still, we are
hell?
we're going to be talking Stranger Things for part 2 and go over those last 2 episodes right now. And I'm excited. I know Cam is ready.
Oh yeah.
My boy over here in the Hellfire Club.
I've got articles that I haven't posted yet.
Oh man, I
I'm gonna
would
talk to
listen
them.
to
Talk
Metallica,
about 'em
but
first.
then we're definitely getting sued. So,
Kate Bush.
No, come on, we're playing Master of Puppets.
So what about Kate Bush run up that hill?
I mean, we're definitely getting sued if we do that because she literally only licensed it for Stranger Things. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's volume 1. This is volume 2.
Good choice
We gotta
for
play
her.
Master of Puppets. We gotta play Journey. You know.
Oh,
oh man, that
I
that
mean, while we're
journey.
talking about it,
Oh my
dude,
god,
that version of Separate Ways, like both versions that they used, excellent. Like
Yes.
again, don't know who the music person was, but give them a raise because
Yeah,
the music
absolutely.
this season
Definitely.
was amazing.
Super haunting. All right. Stranger Things season 4, volume 2 has broken all kinds of records everywhere. Everyone that we know and love is back together in Hawkins, but at what cost? This is the beginning of the end.
the beginning of the end.
So right off the bat, everybody's seen that. Chris, I'm going to go to you first. What did you think of volume 2?
Man, it
Like,
was
dislike, or you?
oh, dude, yeah, I totally loved it. It was just a lot of the questions where we left off when we watched that first volume. I was like, have even more questions now. But I mean, I don't think they could have done anything more with those last 2 episodes, as opposed to you ended a chapter and then just reopened how we're going to look at season 5. I know we'll get more into it later, but I mean, just start to end. I'll tell you that on July 1st midnight I tried to watch it and couldn't, so I just went to sleep. I just went to sleep and watched it as soon as I woke up, and it wasn't because I was tired. It was because Netflix just wouldn't load Stranger Things that night.
Oh yeah, they said that that Netflix
servers crashed.
Yeah,
we crashed Netflix.
Yeah,
it's
and
because of Cam.
Crying. I was on there. Like
I don't think they
12:01.
realize how many people actually watch the show, like how big of a deal the show is. Because I
Right?
mean, they would bolster their servers if they knew if it was as big as it is.
Like actually,
Let's make sure these servers can handle this many this many people.
Yeah.
For the viewing party beforehand, we crashed that website that they were gonna have a viewing party on.
So actually, let's bring that up. So let's switch over to you, Cam. So you got to see it a little differently than the rest of us, right?
So I was going to, but we crashed the website. There was a viewing party with a Q&A beforehand with some of the actors, and then they were going to start the season volume 2 off, and then but we crashed it, so they went to Instagram Live.
Oh wow!
Oh, so were you able to be part of that?
Yeah.
So tell us about that.
So they had David Harbour, Brett, who plays Murray.
Oh, nice.
And Jamie Campbell Brower, who is Vecna.
Right.
Oh, nice.
As a part of that, answering just some questions and stuff. Jamie, don't ask me what it is, but Jamie did answer what his Starbucks order was.
Oh yeah, because of
the dumpers asked.
Because of all the Instagram videos. Yeah. Like, what's funny is I was watching those Instagram videos and I was wondering that, like, look at him drinking his little Starbucks while they're putting the makeup on, man. Like, it was like 6 or 8 hours to get the makeup on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, you just see people feeding him Starbucks, and like you definitely see the PA walk in and give him Starbucks.
Yep.
How cool!
That dude's probably in the makeup chair like at 4 a.m. just so they can film during the day.
Well, I always thought it was funny when Joe came by, just shirtless, ripped up by the demo pads, and it's just like, oh hey.
So what did you think? So you were able to watch it later that day, or?
So we kind of crashed it, but I was able to watch it all together. It took about 4 hours, since that's how long those last 2 episodes combined were, was 4 hours. I stayed up and watched it.
Very cool, very cool.
But I really enjoyed it. It was like the tagline for this whole season was, the beginning of the end, because they're basically just going straight into season 5 right after this.
Yeah.
I thought they did an amazing job on it.
Cool. Philippe, young Phil.
It was everything that I wanted out of those last 2 episodes. It really was, because I mean the thing is it ended.
Did it include Thor: Love and Thunder? Because it's
did.
everything you wanted. You just do whatever you want.
100% did.
Wow.
When I was watching Thor, I actually thought of Stranger Things because of the soundtracks to both things.
Oh, good point. Good point. Okay, cool.
But no, but yeah, no. At the end of episode 7, there was like a lot of questions. Like, okay, I mean, there's still some questions that are there, but for the most part, almost everything that I had was answered, right?
Yeah.
The only question I really have is like, what is the Upside Down, right?
I believe they're going to answer that next season.
Yeah, they already said the Duffers and the dude who played Vecna, I already forgot his name, but
Jamie.
They both said that season 5 is going to get into what the Upside Down actually is. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of like that was like really my only like lasting question. I mean, I guess, a little superficial question was, did Vecna really die? But I know Vecna didn't die.
No, because they name dropped him at the end.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
he didn't die, right? But I mean, now you're getting like this weird Mortal Kombat merging of realms thing happening at the end of the show, and it's like, holy crap! Like this is awesome. I mean, we're already in the spoiler territory. I was really upset about Eddie.
I know.
I
That's
think
actually
you called that one,
you
though,
probably
didn't you?
saw on all of my socials. Like I was changing my profile pic on everything.
Yeah.
I
was
feel
that,
like
Chris?
I feel like on our last chat, I want to say you called that one, young Phil. I think you said.
I was saying he was probably gonna die. And,
Yeah, I thought you
I was
said
saying
like
between
I
him or
hate to
Lucas.
say it, but I think he's gonna die.
Yeah, I was like, it was between him or Lucas, right? I felt like Lucas might die because they were kind of teeing it up for it to happen. As much as I didn't want Lucas to die, but I was like, Eddie, they're gonna Game of Thrones him. It's gonna be like you've built this relationship and you, like you built this
You got
relationship.
Sean Bean.
I know, yeah, Sean Bean for sure. You build this relationship with him, and you come to love this character. Especially with the relationship between him and Dustin.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
man, like that
For
that
sure.
that was heart wrenching, man. Like when he goes down, and it's like Eddie's a badass. Why are we gonna kill him, dude? Like, and that ends up happening, and that was probably one of the single most upsetting things in the entire season for me. Was not all the other things that happened. Was just, I mean, he went out, in a way that he wasn't a bitch, but I mean, like, it still bothered me that they killed Eddie off, man.
But there is fan talk of them bringing Eddie back
Somehow.
because there's the D&D lore of there's the vampire that Vecna brings up, and they're speculating Eddie could be that vampire that turns on Vecna.
So okay,
and kills Vecna.
I was gonna save the juicy part to the very end. So in the D&D lore, which Cam's talking about, they've already talked about it in episode 1.
Mhm.
And the character's name is Cass. And he's pretty much he's a vampire. Like Vecna brings him back. He's a vampire, but then in like a Return of the Jedi, Darth Vader, Emperor Palpatine move, Cass turns on Vecna and saves the day, kind of thing. So, but they've already kind of talked about it in episode 1. So, like, this show has given us so many hints, to everything going on right in front of us, but we don't, we just didn't see it coming right away.
I wonder if they go and do that, or because I mean, a lot of times the naming of the characters is more so because they're D&D players and they're relating it to things that they know. So it doesn't necessarily mean that that one is gonna somehow bring Eddie back, as much as we would love that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually a petition going around to bring Eddie back.
That's funny.
Everybody loves a good petition.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, it worked with Sonic.
Yeah.
Right?
Can I say I'm kind of glad Brenner's finally dead?
Is he though? Is he?
Yes. They actually showed it on screen this time.
Yeah, I know. Right? Now here's the
That's
thing.
the thing.
Brenner, I actually had a little bit of sympathy for Brenner at the end of that.
Yeah.
Like it kind of seemed like he did have good intentions in the end.
Everything he said at the end was completely true from his point of view.
Mm-hmm.
It's just he went about everything the wrong way.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that thing. It's that, like, parents, I do everything for you, but it's my way or the highway. And, kids resent him. And even up to the end, 11 resented him.
I mean, with good reason. He's a dick, but I mean, like,
Yeah.
Didn't even drag him over to the shade. Just, nah, you're going to roast.
Yeah. Just rot right there, bro.
I mean, and we still actually have that question too, because what's his name? The government dude, the general, was like, all we know is he got out, and he knows 11 is on the loose. So we know for season 5 he's going to be out there.
Right.
I was gonna say, so I don't know if you guys like caught like I know you caught the end of it, but I kind of feel like, I know you said Cass the vampire, but what if that's Will? And the reason
Yes.
why I say that is
Oh, yeah.
because when Will went into the Upside Down first, he didn't die. He was
True.
actually like kind of like on a life preserver type deal. Like, nobody ever, he wasn't, I don't know if he was really at risk of anything as opposed to other people. Like Barb died. We know Barb was killed.
Yeah.
Right.
Will was just kind of there. And ever since then, it's been like it's almost Harry Potter-esque. Like he's got like when Voldemort is in his mind, like those two's linked. And I kind of got the feeling like Will is either we're gonna get like the Agatha all along Will, and it's really him, or we're gonna get the Harry Potter Will.
Oh my God! I didn't even think about that. Like
Yeah, or
Will's
we're
the one that's been controlling everything the entire time.
Exactly.
Oh,
Or we're
man.
gonna get
That would be
Will.
so messed up.
Or we're gonna get Will. That's like he's the one that's gonna be possessed, and he's gonna have to sacrifice himself. And that,
Yeah.
I mean, like Will's been kind of like back burner for the last 2 seasons, man.
Yeah.
He has.
I totally agree with you because at the very end, last 5 minutes, right before they go over the hill and see the spores flying around,
Right.
Will was like rubbing his neck, like he could feel Vecna reaching out
Like
again.
he's been
So he's
doing
like,
since he's been possessed by the mind flare.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
by
We got
the way,
that. We got that in season 3 as well.
I gotta shout this out real quick, right? Shout out to my buddy Blair the Bear from Twitch. She just did a raid on our channel, so now we have a whole bunch of new viewers right now.
Oh, shout out to Blair.
Sweet.
Thanks.
Yeah, shout out to Blair. I've been raiding her channel lately and just hanging out over there. She's a friend of mine from like briefly after high school, but I mean, like, yeah.
Awesome. Very cool. Very cool. So we're gonna talk about speculations. Can we talk about like Easter eggs for a little bit?
Oh, absolutely.
I was going to talk
Sure.
about Max real quick, but yeah.
Yeah, save Max real quick. There's so many good Easter eggs in this, and it's like
man.
as I'm watching it, the more and more I read about like all the Easter eggs, I'm like, oh, it's so good. So many good callbacks,
Oh yeah. And I mean,
Like-
like a lot of the Easter eggs we're probably going to talk about. I mean, there's so many horror movie Easter eggs within.
Yes.
We'll get into that. So
Mhm.
my first Easter egg that I loved, and most of us are wrestling fans in this chat right now, but the Hulk Hogan
Yes.
t-shirts from Russia. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved them. I want one so bad. It's so bad. It was so good. I love
I know
it.
it's Macho Man, but still.
Exactly.
They were
But
the
even
Mega Powers.
The callbacks to its own show, like the Mike Myers mask that
Oh, yes.
I busted
Max,
out laughing when he came around the corner. I'm like,
Yeah.
when he was asking Max, I'm like, they're probably going to use the Halloween mask.
And then she busts out with the Michael Myers mask on. And I was like, this is perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then he just right around the corner, just
Yeah. a bit of comedy. I loved it. I'm just trying to run through some before we get into some of the deeper ones. Did you guys catch the Star Wars reference?
Which reference?
which ones?
Yeah.
So,
Never touch the odds.
Yeah.
no,
so
it was
tell me the odds one.
Yeah.
it was the other one. What's his name?
I read that.
Murray.
About this?
Murray goes, I don't know, Jim. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, that's cool. I dig that. See, I need to know all that. And then a ton of other like movie references. Like every time I looked at the screen, it was like, oh, that's a scene straight out of like Carrie.
Yeah,
the-
you know what? I said the same thing when they when she was in the auditorium,
Mm-hmm.
and then the blood started coming
Right.
down. I was like, this is Carrie.
Mm-hmm.
I also thought of kind of it,
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
you
for
know,
sure.
With the
it's
balloons.
balloons that were
The
popping.
balloons
Yeah,
popped
and the
in,
blood,
That's
yeah.
what I was thinking.
Totally. It was like a mix of the two.
Yeah.
But what was really interesting about that scene is when they showed the record, but the song switch, it was still police every breath you take, or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
That's exactly right. And then it switched to like
To whatever Creel's song was.
Ella Fitzgerald,
Yes.
Dream
a Little Dream, yeah.
Dream a Little
There
Dream.
you go. Speaking of references, did they get Molly Ringwald in this movie? Because it felt like
Did they?
that chick was exactly like Molly Ringwald, like literally. Like I forgot that. Was her name Robin? No.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the other.
Oh
girl.
yeah.
I was gonna
The
say
one that she's kind of in love with.
With the hat, the red hair, the like pasty skin. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's literally
Yeah.
Molly Ringwald.
the chick that Robin was like in love with.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was so good. I'm just like, oh, that's every 80s movie has Molly Ringwald.
Yep.
And this one has it too. So many good references. You know what I thought was probably the coolest reference is when they were in Russia and then they found that like lab with all the other, you know,
Oh
what is
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Demidogs, whatever.
Demogorgons and the Mind Flayer.
Straight out of Alien Resurrection. Like the same thing, like you know, things in the whole little whatever, the little tubes, you know, and everything.
Well, he said it. Oh no, so this was like another Instagram thing, but they were like critiquing things from the show.
Mhm.
And there's a picture of or like when what's her name?
Joyce?
The main chick. No.
Main chick from what?
Huh? Nancy. Hey, thank you, Jackie. Nancy.
Nancy, yeah.
They were saying like they were saying Nancy is channeling straight up Sigourney Weaver vibes when she busts out the shotgun on Vecna.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they were like, he goes, look at the glare in her eye, look at the glare in her eye, and then watch the lens flare in her eye right here. Yes, straight up Sigourney Weaver right now.
That was more like Terminator vibes.
And then you also got Robin saying the line about divine intervention, call back to Pulp Fiction, a movie her mom was in.
I was gonna say, so you guys know that Robin Buckley, because Jackie pointed this out to me. Robin Buckley is played by Maya Hawke, who is the daughter of Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me finish my reference. You guys did like 5 other movies. Mine was really good. Mine was an Alien Resurrection reference with all the Demogorgons in the tubes and everything. Who else was in Alien Resurrection? Winona Ryder.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
Oh,
that's right.
I bet you Winona actually pitched that because she went over and read over all the scripts.
Yeah.
Beforehand, she probably had a hand in that.
Well, that was actually from the 90s, I think. That one's from the 90s.
90,
like early 90s.
94?
Somewhere around there, yeah.
No, actually, I feel like it was later. Maybe 97, because 94 was still fresh off of Alien 3, which might have came out in like 92.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'll Google it since nobody else is.
We can Google.
97.
Called it.
Look at you, smart guy. But that's not the only Alien reference.
Yeah.
In this, so
I actually caught this one.
when the army, they were army, right? Phil?
Yeah.
The army stormed the base and whatever that is.
Because it was funny, Jackie, when they started going in, she's like, "So wait, is this like army guys fighting army guys? Like the army's fighting the army? Like this doesn't make sense." I was like, "Well, no, the guys in the base were private security."
Mm-hmm.
Good point.
Mm-hmm.
So,
which brings me to Clerks and to talk about the Death Star workers.
So sad. So real quick, that general dude was like, hey, quarter and search by twos. Hicks, take the upper level. In Aliens, remember the Ridley Scott movie, Aliens?
Mm-hmm.
A line was, second team, move inside. Hicks, take the upper level. Stole it. Totally stole it. Straight out of Aliens.
Straight up stole that line.
I'm just like, oh, that's so perfect. So
dude, I
perfect.
haven't seen Aliens in so long, but now I got to go back and watch.
Game over, man. Game over.
Game over, man. Game over.
They mostly
come at night. Mostly.
Okay, you guys can go with all your other movie references. I just wanted to get my Alien Resurrection and
Okay,
Aliens one in there.
let's talk about the sword.
I mean,
then.
I kind of actually felt like that Aliens. It was more out of X-Files because I remember specific episodes where David Duchovny and where they found like the tubes of aliens and things like that. So
That's true. That's true. Okay,
I mean, you could
Cam,
point to probably quite a few different alien type shows and things like that.
Cam, you brought up the sword. Let's talk about the sword.
Yeah, continuing on movie references, the sword that Hopper uses is the Conan sword.
Yeah.
So weird.
Straight up busted out Conan the Barbarian sword.
How's that work out?
What's interesting is in Volume 1, when they're down there opening the weapons thing, you see it, but it's like brief.
Right.
Because they're all scrambling to grab weapons.
Uh-huh.
And you're thinking about, oh, crap, a Demogorgon is coming,
Mm-hmm. But so fast forward, or actually rewind, since we talked about it already. That's the sword from Conan, right? But
Right.
like again, back to episode 1, they were talking about Cass turning on Vecna. Cass kills Vecna with a sword.
Right.
So this is the only sword we've seen so far, is Conan's sword. So maybe Conan's sword is what kills Vecna.
So they gotta. I hope somebody brought it from Russia then.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I feel like
get that
Hopper
through
dropped
customs?
that right after he took off the head.
Yeah, you get that
Yeah.
through customs. How's that work out?
Yeah, no,
They didn't even go through
don't worry
customs.
about customs because
I was saying they didn't exactly. They were with the government, so
he flew in on a Russian plane illegally.
yeah.
Well, I guess helicopter, but I mean still.
Okay, so we talked about a bunch of movie references. We didn't get to the was it Red Dawn? I think it was Red Dawn.
Oh, the Red Dawn reference.
Yeah, they look just like Patrick Swayze.
Wolverines? Yeah.
Wolverines. So I thought that was kind of cool. But let's get to everybody's favorite scene.
Oh, I know exactly which one you're talking about here.
Let's bring up the book Lucas was reading as kind of a tease of the next project for the Duffers.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
How about you talk about that? Talk about that for a second.
Lucas was reading The Talisman
From Stephen King.
to Max.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So they kind of hinted and dropped that,
So
in
why
this, and then I thought that
why
was
is that
interesting.
important?
I was gonna say, aren't the Duffers working on an adaptation of the Talisman right now?
Aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
TV show for it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they announced it when they announced their studio.
Right. So that was probably like more of an Easter egg for like a future future project that they were doing. Which we just got more news about, like the kind of side tangent, but we just got more news about that Death Note project that they're working on. It's actually a TV show.
Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, okay, let's go back to again everybody's favorite scene. That everybody, like, there's not one person to the point this converted Jackie to start listening to their music.
Good.
Because she previously wasn't a fan of this band.
Well, even Metallica made a post about it.
Yeah, they did.
Metal scene ever.
Yeah. Oh my god, the scene was so
Metallica
metal.
was like, welcome new fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and I mean, Metallica is one of the most successful bands, if not just for metal, but like one of the most successful bands in like history.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like now you make Metallica the number one downloaded band in the country, and it's like what like for people, it's mostly for the Gen Zers that have never heard Master of Puppets.
I was looking for a map of the heist on Grand Theft Auto, so I was just typing in M in Google, and the first thing that popped up was Master of Puppets. I'm like, no, but thank you. That's not what I'm looking for. But yeah, dude, I don't.
That's funny.
It's
That's
just
funny.
crazy. That
So-
whole scene was awesome.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, did you see that coming?
I did not see that coming.
did
Now the
not.
other thing is you guys know that he was actually playing the guitar.
Yes,
right?
he played
Yeah.
95% of that.
Yeah. He was playing that whole thing up until they
The really fast guitar solo.
well when he was playing it up until they cut into the like Metallica actually playing.
Yeah,
It's not actually Metallica. It is
It's not-
the
there's a
guitarist's son
yeah. I
for
was just gonna say I
Metallica
saw that. Yep.
who played it.
Whose son again?
The guitarist.
Yeah, I
for
forget his
Metallica.
name.
Oh, I'm forgetting his name. Where's Tyler when I need him?
Kirk Hammett.
Kirk Hammett. Yes. Kirk Hammett.
I got Google
son?
just like you guys.
I was actually just googling it. So that was. Oh, hold on. That was Kirk Hammett's son that was singing that.
Playing it.
No, okay, no, because I was like, I was talking more like when they get to the part where James Hetfield starts actually singing.
Yeah, the guitar solo part was Kirk Hammett's son.
Okay. Which
But how
I
cool is
would
that?
assume that he could play that because I'm sure he's heard it a million times.
Yeah.
Even just hearing his dad practice it, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Hanging out in that garage in the Haight Ashbury.
Well, I think they needed like a solo version of that, not just ripping it straight from the actual song.
Yeah.
So they needed somebody to play it. So they're like, "Hey,
Yeah.
we need somebody." And they're like, "He's like, how about my son?" You know? Like, okay, cool, sure, sounds good.
I'm
Sure,
sure
why
they
not?
approached Kirk Hammett to play it, and he was like, "Well, my son actually like rips it."
Exactly. Give him some money. Okay,
Yeah.
great. So, Cam, you were also telling me right before we got on about like a timeline, right? Like if you match when that song was released.
Oh yeah. So people have pointed out that that song dropped at the March 3rd of '86, and this season takes place during spring break, which is again in March. So Eddie had only 2 weeks to learn that solo without the internet.
Right.
That's crazy.
So that's a cool little factoid, you know. It's like if you line up like real life and the show, he's had about 2 weeks ish to like learn this song. That's amazing.
That means he plays by ear. So I mean, like,
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah.
that's how when I played guitar, that's how I used to do it. It's like I would sit there and listen, like, okay, hold on, chord, all right, now all this right here and all that. Like, so I mean, like,
not to mention he's got school, the D&D club,
yeah,
and his own band on top of that.
yeah. I mean, it would usually on average take me without strum patterns, it would usually take me about a week to like figure out a song for the most part.
Mhm.
Now, on top of that, it's Metallica. Metallica is a lot
Yeah.
more complicated than some
Yeah.
of the other songs that are out there, right? Like, chord progressions are easy, but he was actually playing like solos and everything like that.
So cool.
Mm-hmm.
I just love that little factor. Like, oh, Eddie's such a fan. He learned it in 2 weeks, whether it has anything to do with the show or not.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right. It's so fun.
It just shows you his level of mastery on the guitar.
Mhm.
Don't you have any real music? Pulls up Slayer. This is real
This
music.
is music. That's actually one of my profile pics. I forget where it is, but that is where he's just shouting, holding up the Iron Maiden cassette. Just, this is music.
So cool. Hey, by the way, it's not a reference to any other movie or music or anything, but at the end of this, when they're in Russia fighting the demi-dogs, did you catch that Joyce was able to save Hopper when she wasn't able to save Bob? Shout out to Bob.
Oh yeah.
Back in like
Oh,
what was it,
Yeah.
season whatever 2 or anything.
Don't make me cry. I miss Bob.
Don't.
Bob.
Yeah. I've
Bob the
literally
Brain.
been trying not to cry since they killed Eddie.
Yeah.
I want Bob back.
Yes.
Maybe you'll get him back. I mean,
But I think
Just
what that
Ghost
does.
Bob, just in the Upside Down.
Oh, dude, what if in season 5, Vecna starts like zombifying people that have already died?
Yes.
that's what I was thinking, because I mean, if 11 can kind of bring people back to life,
Yeah,
then you know that
one can
Vecna
do
can
it.
do the same thing.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
like we get Barb back, we get Bob back, we get Eddie back, and like
Get Billy.
yeah.
Unfortunately,
Billy,
we
yeah.
don't get Alexi back
Oh,
Oh, Lexi.
because
Forgot
he was
about him.
shot.
yeah. Well, because Alexi wasn't he wasn't killed by anything in the Upside Down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
but we
shot
would
by
get
the
Billy back. Oh my
Terminator.
God. Dude, imagine Billy coming back and Max not being able to cope with that.
Oh no.
Okay,
And,
before we
you
talk
gotta
about
figure
predictions.
out. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'll let you finish. But I was
No,
going to say
I
before
was gonna say
predictions.
that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, there's got to be like that final battle where you're gonna have to. He's gonna all these people who have been guilty over these people's deaths, like Nancy and Barb, Billy and Max, whoever else that you're just
Dustin
eventually,
and Eddie.
yeah,
Dustin and
Dustin and Eddie, and you're just gonna have to like put,
Joyce and
Joyce
Bob,
and
yeah,
Bob.
them.
Yeah.
Joyce and Bob. You're just gonna have to put these people against each other and just like, what's going on? I mean, because I figure these people. The other question I had, why are these people still in this town that's literally sitting on the mouth of hell? And you still got people just like la da da. Like,
No,
what
I
the hell?
was thinking what would have been funny is when they were coming in Surfer Boy Pizza, if they were blasting Past the Dutchie with everyone leaving town. So you just hear Past the Dutchie playing and everyone's like,
Pass the
heck?
Dutchie Bunny left hand side.
Okay,
Yeah.
before we get into more predictions, let's rate it. Let's rate Volume 2.
Can I go over Max real quick?
Oh, yeah, go for it.
So, originally the Duffers wanted to kill her off.
Really?
Really. So I got a thing that about the state of Max. Of the Duffers have said that she's alive, her brain is dead, she is blind, and her bones are broken. She's had better days, but yes, she's alive.
Oh, that's gonna suck.
So let's just keep that in mind going into season 5.
That makes sense why Elle was trying that one last time to see if she could get in Max's mind, just to kind of see where she was.
Mm-hmm.
Like her mind was empty because remember she went into that like darkness.
Right.
Yeah, and
she tried going into her mind and it was just empty.
Maybe her mind stuck somewhere else.
I could be.
That's predictions. Let's rate this. So
I have had this since I've finished watching this.
All right, Cam, what do you rate it? Come on.
I've got 10 guitar pick necklaces out of 10 town destroying portals from the Upside Down.
I like it. Chris, what do you got?
I would give it 10. I will say 10 vines from the Upside Down out of 10 hellbats from the Upside Down.
James, what do you got?
I will go. I'm gonna say 10 Conan swords out of 10 Surfer Boy pizzas.
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah.
With pineapple.
Pizzas?
With pineapple.
With pineapple.
And jalapenos.
Yes.
You gotta try it before you judge it, man.
No, I'm not a dog.
All right, I'm gonna give this
pretty good.
10 Molotov cocktail burning Vecnas.
Ooh.
Out of 10 tasty metal licks.
Ooh.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Sounds good. All right, predictions.
Oh, we've already
go back
over that.
I know. Chris, do you have any more? Do you have any more predictions or questions?
Yeah, I'm still kind of. I think that I'm still going with mine. Like, I know I kind of jumped in early, but it's just more of. I kind of got the feel like. I think everybody's expecting that Eddie, to come back, but I kind of feel like Will is still the spy. I think.
Yeah.
Once he got into the Upside Down and then was possessed by the Mind Flayer, I think there's a reason for that, and I hope that season 5 will find out why he's never been in any real danger from anything. So
Yeah.
it's always been he's been he was possessed, but was there anything wrong with him? Everybody else thought there was wrong with him, but Will himself was fine. So
And everybody keeps like, oh, he's gay, he's in the closet, he's gonna come
That was
out,
me.
whether it's Mike or whatever it is. I think since he's come back, something's been off, and
Yeah.
like he's holding something in, whether it's his sexuality. But I'm kind of on board with where you are. I think there's something else happening in his brain, whether he knows it or not.
I think it's a combination of both, man. Like I mean that right there, I think something's going on when it comes to his possession and everything like that. But I also do think that his character, they're kind of leaning into it, and it might be a swerve, but I think he's going to come out. Just the way that he looks at Mike, the way that he can't talk about his feelings.
Yep.
He can't really come out to his brother, even though his brother's like, dude, you can tell me anything. Which, by the way, that relationship between those two brothers is amazing. It's one of the best relationships in the show. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think Jonathan knows. He knows. And he's just
I know Jonathan knows. That's the whole thing. That's why I feel like
Jonathan knows. That's why he said that.
Yeah. I'm 100% sure that Jonathan knows what's going on. That Jonathan knows that he's gay and he wants him to come out. Like I accept you for who you are, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because in the 80s it was still taboo as hell. You people didn't really start coming out until the 2000s. So I mean, so I like I think he is. But also I think something is going on when it comes to his connection to the upside down, or just still having some type of connection with Vecna.
Yeah, I think those were red herrings with him being in the closet, and I think everyone's thinking that just so they could do that twist of he's a puppet for Vecna.
Oh yeah, so you're going with the Agatha all along?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, if you think about it,
Yeah,
I've posted some like fan posters. I'm not actually entirely sure if they're fan posters or if they're true season 5 posters. That actually have Will on them.
So if Will turns, right, if he's the puppet, if he's not the puppet master, he's not the master of puppets.
No, he's just the puppet. Vecna is the master.
Vecna is the master.
Who saves Will? Who brings Will back to the light?
Hold. Vecna's a puppet too, because the Mind Flayer.
No. So they
actually
they confirmed that the Mind Flayer is a complete fabrication of Vecna's mind.
Because he shaped it.
Yeah, he
shaped it into the spider-like creature.
Right.
Oh, okay. Because what I picked up from that was like he was seeing the image and then finally saw what it was that his mind was showing him.
No, yeah, he basically, they confirmed that the upside down in the state that it was in when he got there was just kind of chaos, and he brought some type of order to the upside down. And a lot of the stuff that's in the upside down, like he controls the Demogorgons, they were already there. But like the Mind Flayer was a complete fabrication from his mind.
Gotcha.
I thought it was funny when they were showing him walking in the kind of upside down, and you just see the Demogorgon just casually walking in the background.
Yeah.
Just walk. Yeah, I was like, this is like kind of like Mad Max, just walking through the desolate grounds, but it's kind of like not really.
Well, okay. So I'm seeing Jackie's comment. He was the DM of the group.
Right. So he's the one, essentially, Jackie, he's the one that he comes up with all the storylines, and he's the one that kind of like moderates everything. So like when you play
Dungeon
D&D,
Master.
Yeah, like when you play D&D, there's the dungeon master and all the players, and the dungeon master is the one where it's like, okay, I'm gonna go inside of this dungeon, and the dungeon master knows what's in the dungeon, so he'll say, okay, give me like a roll for confidence, or give me like a roll for vision or something like that,
Mhm.
depending on what it is, right? And depending on what you roll, the DM will say, okay, you have to hit a certain threshold, so it's like if you don't hit this threshold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the dungeon master acts as like the narrator or the storyteller as people are interacting with the story.
Mhm.
Right. So I mean, like he would be the one that's like, and they said that he was one of the best DMs that they ever played with. So if that's the case, then that means he's super creative to begin with.
Mhm.
Who will?
Yeah, Will. So Jackie's bringing up a bunch of different points on here. So it seems like she agrees with the theory that he's a sleeper cell,
Mhm.
Mhm.
right?
Jackie, if you got more predictions, just throw them in the chat or
Yeah.
jump on the mic.
But she said, Vecna kidnapped him for a reason,
Yep.
That's a good point.
right? She said
Uh,
right here, Vecna kidnapped him for an epic
Season-
strategy.
Season 1, episode 1. What did Will not do though? He didn't throw the fireball like
Yeah.
everybody thought he would.
Right, it's true.
So
Hey,
is he a
okay.
good D&D player, or is he too cautious? He didn't
Well,
throw the
I mean, being a good D&D player doesn't mean that you wouldn't be a good DM.
Yeah.
True.
Going back to season 1, there's that like thing. It's like I was like, really, Mike? You just said that the best day of your life was the day you met 11, the same day your best friend went missing.
Oh, that's a good point.
Wow.
It's like he's standing right behind you, and you
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah.
It's
What a
different though.
dick,
It's
Mike.
romance. It's
And
like
then
But
and
then again, I mean, between him and Nancy, brother and sister, because they're both fairly fickle.
Yeah.
and then it's that will cry, like that turn away cry, like that was a good day, wasn't it?
Like I'm
In
I'm
the
waiting-
van.
I
Well,
feel like
okay,
these
so, but-
families should not be together. Will
Yeah.
Will and Mike and Jonathan and Nancy is like, there's something about these two families. Like, I can part ways.
you
No.
guys saw that the Duffers admitted that they forgot Mike's birthday, right?
Will's birthday. They forgot
Or
Will's birthday.
birthday, yeah. They
Yeah.
forgot
Yeah, I
Will's
saw
birthday altogether. They're like, "Ooh, yeah, no, we made a mistake.
Classic.
We literally forgot Will's birthday."
Yeah.
So my prediction, since you guys are all asking me, and I'm happy to share it, all the spores and all that, I think we're seeing what happened in the Upside Down. Now we're about to see it on Earth. Is like those spores they might start infecting people, and maybe
Right.
the Demogorgon or the Demidogs were people, just in the other dimension.
wow.
So now we're about to get a bunch of people infected, and maybe a bunch of new Demogorgon are going to be running around Hawkins.
Oh, God.
What I
I
like though
kind of thought that
is
too. Kind of like the Ghostbusters
Yes.
Yeah.
possessions.
yeah, I really like though that they did set a date for the Upside Down.
Yes.
And I was
That
just
it
thinking
wasn't
about that right
it wasn't
now.
a future.
Right, because the
type
thing is, they already mentioned that season 5 is going to be a time jump.
right.
So what if where we see the Upside Down at that time point period is like what was happening in season 4 happening in the Upside Down at that time, and that has something to play with all that. You know what I mean?
I think the time jump is mainly going to be only like a few years. Bring it to like 88, 89.
Right, but I mean, like it takes place in this season takes place in 86.
Yeah.
And I think what was like 84
In the
It was
Upside
only
Down?
2 years before in the Upside Down, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. I think the
Yeah.
Upside Down was like a 2 years behind, because that's when Nancy was like, I didn't have this until
Yeah.
sophomore year, and that's the same day that Will got kidnapped or Will got taken in. So
Yeah. because
Maybe
they
we'll
read
learn
the journal.
more about that day. Maybe something else happened to Will earlier on in the day before
Unless
he started.
my other thought was it's either it's moving in time or the upside down is stuck on that date.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
I'm wanting to know, if it's stuck on the day Will disappeared or if it actually advances.
Well, because is that also the day that Vecna transformed the upside down? You know what I mean?
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
And that's
Or
why
is
it's
it is it stuck on that day because Will left? Because Joyce and Hopper actually got in there and pulled him out. So
Right.
maybe whatever he was connected to and everything like that, once he left, there's like everything kind of froze.
right.
Mhm. What I really liked is, that people were saying, yeah, Will didn't get possessed by Vecna in that first season because he was singing his favorite song in the Upside Down.
And I thought about that too, is because there's a part of me that's like, how much was already planned?
Mhm.
Right? Like, how much did they know that we're gonna have this overarching villain that controls everything? Or it was, okay, we're writing the story and going as we go. Now let's tie everything together in this
Yeah.
season, right? Because I mean, there's a lot of rumors that the Demogorgon that we thought we saw behind Barb in season 1 was actually Vecna.
Oh.
Mm.
Hmm.
Then that would beg the question: how did Vecna get out of the Upside Down? We know that the Demogorgon was drawn by blood. Was Vecna kind of the same way?
Well, no, the Demogorgon, when she was in the Upside Down and she was freaking out, and when they took the picture, when Jonathan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was just thinking more because like what drew the Demogorgon to her was because she cut her hand trying to shotgun the beer.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can do that too.
Yeah, so I was thinking like is that kind of like Vecna really doesn't need to kill anybody, but if he draws enough blood that he can kind of pop in and out of the realm.
He did mention that he was waiting for Elle to open the portal back up.
Mm-hmm.
Which she had done, yeah.
Which she did when she killed the Demogorgon at the end.
Yeah, and the whole thing is that he figures out at the end. I think he mentions that at the end of season 3, that was what helped him figure out how to open portals, and that it requires him to kill somebody, and that's why in season 4 he's killing people at all the sites that he's opening portals.
Yeah.
Right.
And technically Max died, so
yes, technically speaking, Max did die.
Mm-hmm.
I love all the memes going around of Jason,
the one that gets ripped
the
in
basketball
half.
player.
Right,
yeah, the one that the portal goes through and just rips in half.
So
I missed it when we watched it the first time, and Jackie was like, "No, you have to rewind that. Did you see what just happened?" So we go back, and I was like, "Oh shit! I didn't even notice that Jason got ripped in half right there."
I didn't either until I just saw the other day.
I was like, when we went back and saw that, I was like, I'm happy of all people. I'm happy he died, and he died in such a way that was just like kind of a glimpse, right? Like it was like a blink and you miss it kind of thing, because that dude was such a piece of crap. I was so happy that he died, dude.
Right.
Indeed.
So, and again, you
Panic,
could have subbed
piece of crap, man.
You could have subbed any at the other characters in, but Lucas with that scene had the most emotion with it.
Oh yeah.
Because you got to think about the time period. You know, it's the 80s. You know,
Can I add one more thing? Oh, go ahead.
Aren't widely accepted. So there's without saying a word about it, there's just that tension between those two.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Which makes his death even more acceptable.
Small town, small town too. So you already know.
And Jackie just mentioned, remember in season 2 when they created the map.
Yeah.
Oh, good point. You know, we keep going back to Will and like something's going on with Will. I think Will he may have powers, like some underlying powers that he's just hasn't manifested yet.
Yeah, or it hasn't unlocked.
Yeah, and that's why maybe Vecna targeted him. He
You
could
mean
sense it.
maybe his X gene is activated at puberty?
Exactly.
Uh,
Oh God,
but
that is
but
a
but it's yeah, but like with L when one was helping L out in the lab, he's all like, okay, here's how to actually get your powers really activated,
Mm-hmm.
type situation.
so then is Will more powerful than L, and do they end up fighting it out at the end?
Maybe
Possibly, yeah.
maybe
Or
that's the cast.
I was about to say maybe that's it. Maybe Vecna does die, but Vecna Will has already, when he was in the Upside Down and possessed, he actually has that real power. So that's kind of why all this stuff going on with Will. Will knows he's going to have to eventually face 11, and
Yeah.
that's going to.
She's gonna kick my ass.
They're gonna
It's
fight over
gonna-
Mike. Oh my!
Yeah, it's going to be, and Mike, yeah, exactly. Mike's going to have to choose.
Yeah, I want to see that love, something like that, and then I also want to see Jonathan, Steve, and Nancy's love triangle be brought up.
I mean, I swear I've been talking about that. I was like, she's gonna cheat on Jonathan with Steve. It's gonna happen.
Again,
Well, if you think about it, 6 kids. How many kids are there? There's 6
not
of them
enough.
that he's been babysitting.
Yeah.
Turnabout is fair play. So I think, well, no, actually, I don't think Nancy didn't cheat on Jonathan or
No.
Steve. They just
No,
broke
she didn't
up.
cheat on him. They broke
Yeah,
up.
they broke
Got
up.
with Jonathan after that.
They broke up, and he became Mother Steve,
Yeah.
watching over all the kids.
I love that one meme where it's like, how do you deal with a breakup? It's like you adopt 4 kids or something like that.
Well, I posted the meme of his dream, with the bus in the background, and it's all the kids' heads
Yeah.
as the 6 kids.
Oh
So funny. So funny. Dude, I can't wait. So Cam, do we know when season 5 is coming?
2024, I believe.
Because I still need to film.
Yeah.
I think they still need to write too. And I've seen, I think I saw Cam's post that said that they're going to, rather than rush anything, they're going to make sure it's quality, and you just got to wait for it.
Right, because they also said it's going to be a shorter season because they don't have to introduce any characters.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I actually, honestly, I think that's the way to go, because a lot of people, when it's the final season, it always feels rushed. And
Yeah,
like,
the only episode that's going to be really long is the final episode.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's got to be worth it, It's got to be worth it in the end.
Yeah, and you're going to have to, all the arcs and stuff that we see, you got to bring closure, and at the same time, you got to
answer questions.
You got to answer questions.
So Jackie said, that is crap. I could be dead by then.
You're not wrong. We all could be.
Well, guys, that is it for our Stranger Things breakdown. So spoilers are up. We are done with the spoilers. I hope everybody enjoyed the Stranger Things here, but moving on from there.
But real quick, we talked about Stranger Things 5 coming in 2024. Don't forget, there's also a spinoff coming.
That's right.
Multiple spinoffs.
And if you're in England, right, there's going to be a stage play. So
that's right.
More Stranger Things to come. Anyway, go ahead. Keep going.
Well, moving on. Guys, you guys want to know something?
Tell me.
Oh,
tell me.
We got merch, people.
Whoop.
Merch, people. All right.
Merch, people.
We got merch.
Beep, pop, pop, boo.
Oh, we need another one?
So we got hats. I don't know if you... Okay, that's too many. We got hats. way too many.
I hate you.
Philippe has been doing that since Apple.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
So if you want some hats, we got hats. We got Baller Black, or we got Galaxy Gray. They're $35 each, or if you're gonna buy multiples, $30 each. Right? I got both hats. You know, gotta fit with the fit. That's all I'm saying. So we also have some shirts. Cam, make sure to stick around after this because we got to talk about the shirts.
Definitely will.
So hats, 35 or 30 if you're buying multiples. Shirts, let us know what size you're looking for. They're $20 or 25 if we've got to ship them. DM us on Instagram. That's the easiest way to get a hold of us. Let us know what you're looking for. Hats, shirts, stickers, all of the above. We'll take care of you that way.
And that's direct message, not Dungeon Master.
Ooh, got him.
Pretty good. I'll give that to you, Vecna. Young Vecna. That's for you, young Vecna.
There you go. The young and the Vecna.
Since you're not building the upside down, what are you building on Monday?
Oh, guys. So I got to finish this one. Got to finish
You were
this.
so close, too.
I know. Almost done. I was almost done with it, but everybody wanted to hop off for the night, so nobody wanted to wait to finish it. So I'm gonna finish this, but then we're starting Din Djarin's helmet. As soon as I'm done with that one, right? So I'll be doing this, and we'll be going into Din Djarin's helmet this week. We've got Natalie. Was it Atelier? Is that how you say her name?
I think it's Atelier.
Atelier. Yeah. So she's a photographer.
Awesome. Natalie.
Yeah, she is.
Natalie.
It's Natalie. Yeah, she's a photographer and she's also a toy collector, but she's coming on behalf of our friends Toy Fusion. So that's going to be a good time.
Sweet. Which we saw her over at Toy Fusion when we were doing their toy show, Toy Swap, like 3 weeks ago. It's awesome. She's so cool. We actually did like an unaired podcast episode for Toy Fusion with her. It was super cool hanging out with her and Andrew and everybody else. So it'll be good to talk to Natalie.
Yeah, and again, just talk about what she nerds out on and photography and everything like that. I think this is gonna be the first time we have a photographer on the show.
Yep.
So that's gonna be fun. It'll be interesting.
So that is Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Come hang out, just like where you are now. Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. It's all good.
Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube.
And YouTube. What did I say?
You said Twitter.
Oh, yeah. Don't go to Twitter. Who goes to Twitter? Don't do that anymore. Elon Musk doesn't go to Twitter. Come on.
I know, right? You can off of it.
All right. Where can everybody find me? Is what you're asking?
Yes. So pluggables, guys. We need your pluggables. Cam, give us your pluggables. Where can people find you?
Alrighty. So my Instagram _CamSmith_0, TikTok Joker and Bats 0, and of course here on the live streams and in the Distance Nerdington post.
Posting all of the news all the time.
Look at that. You put it in the chat and everything. You're so smart.
Yep.
So smart. And then
genius, man.
Real quick, Cam, July 23rd, right, buddy?
Yes, July 23rd is the Gym State Comic-Con cosplay contest. The winner it will be featured at Comic-Con.
At Gem State Comic-Con
at Gem State, which is going to be April 1st and 2nd.
Yep, first 2-day event.
Yeah,
gonna be awesome.
Gonna have a good time.
Yeah, so they do like a special kind of summer event, right?
Yeah.
Where it's mainly
they have
cosplay.
Little events here and there, but yeah.
Pretty cool. So you'll be out there. Take pictures for us. Post them to Distance Nerding. Yes.
I will tag you guys. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, Mr. Neil, where can people find you?
Facebook. My name, Christopher Neal. You can find me on Instagram. Krishan is awesome, all one word. Spell that and just put no spaces. That's usually where I am. I follow the Distance Nerding on all socials. So if I'm their friend, you can find me via that as long as you follow them.
Hell yeah. And then you can also find Chris if you look up any kind of Minnie the Moocher or
Keith Sweat, Genuine, Tiger Woods, Cab Calloway.
Cab
list goes
Calloway.
Genuine.
Yeah. You know what's funny is I can see Genuine. I can actually see Genuine.
Look up if you Google that one dude from Mint Condition, he'll show up. He'll show up.
That one guy, yeah. Genuine from the 90s, not Genuine now who moves invisible furniture like
Oh
Ross
my
from
god,
Friends.
that was the worst dance I've ever seen ever. And it was like Genuine used to actually be a good dancer. So that's just like, what the hell? All right. Anyways, Jamez.
You can find me only on distancenerding.com, at Distance Nerding on Instagram, on Facebook. I always forget to check my own stuff. So just if you ever need to get a hold of me, just message at Distance Nerding. I'm stuck in this spare bedroom, so you can come find me in the spare bedroom.
You're stuck in the void.
You can
definitely in the void.
He's in the kind of upside down.
You can see me. You can be on the sidewalk, so you can catch me outside. Wherever.
You guess these hands.
Will you be
shout out to my street. Shout out to my keep me off the streets.
There you go.
Or shout out to the sidewalk for keeping me off the streets.
There you go.
Well played.
Ladies and gentlemen, you guys, if you don't know where to find us, right? You can find us at Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, MySpace, GeoCities, OnlyFans, all of those places, all at
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, where we see nothing but fun. Okay.
Where you're rating them.
Yeah. We do rate cake pics, so please send us pictures of your cake. Actually, in hindsight, that sounds just as nasty as what I was trying to say.
But either way, we'll take it.
Get him, Jackie.
Have something you want to discuss? Tell us what you're nerding out on, and make sure to let us know in Cam's Facebook group, the Nerdington.
It is, in fact, Cam's Facebook group now.
Next week,
I'll just make a Facebook group, just Distance Nerding 2.
Somebody already tried that, and we had to tell him, we had to hit him with the cease and desist. So there was a guy that tried to make a group called Distance Nerding 2, and we were like, yeah, no, dude, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Cam will host all shows going forward, or he will just Photoshop.
Yeah, no, when Phil needs a break from Legos, I'll take over.
There you go.
All right, guys. Well, it is time for the dance party. I got to make sure I have the right song queued up and ready here.
I had to grab one of my heavier Funkos.
There we go. So let's get this going.
Hey, thanks, and keep nerding together, people.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Where's Eddie? You lost Eddie already?
Oh, no, I still got him. No, James, he's still here. I've got my most valuable Funko.
Shout out to Tim Donaldson and Andrew Miller. Got one.
And Wade is in the building. I can see that. And James has glasses again. See y'all next week.